Welcome, everyone. Wait, hold on a second. Are we live? We are live. Welcome, everyone. It's opening night in the National Hockey League. I am so excited. We've got some special stuff to talk about. The Vancouver Canucks are opening their season in the same place where it ended, sadly, a few months ago to the Vegas Golden Knights, but this time they're playing Edmonton. The Edmonton Oilers, whose season ended in the same place to the Chicago Blackhawks, Edmonton and Vancouver, and just like tomorrow where I'll have the Devils and the Bruins, and we'll have guest Campbell Donovan. We have guest Tommy Bavaro, whose third favorite team is the Edmonton Oilers. Welcome, Tommy. It's going to be a great night of hockey to broadcast the second game the last being Colorado and St. Louis, Vancouver, and Edmonton. How do you feel about tonight, and what are your thoughts on the last three games, the one still going on, Tampa Bay and Chicago, Toronto and Montreal, and the starter to kick off this season, Philadelphia and the Pittsburgh Penguins?
Well, first off, Peter, thank you for that nice introduction, and thanks for having me on your video today.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I wasn't able to watch all the games earlier today because I was at work, but I was able to keep up with the scores. I saw the games. I saw how Philadelphia came back after being a close game with Pittsburgh. As for Tampa Bay, they are currently up 4-0 in the end of the second. And how about Toronto Maple Leafs coming back in overtime, as you spoke a little bit earlier? It's like the Canadians were up.
Overtime goal by Morgan Riley. The Leafs have not beaten Montreal in the last three games, and they do so in epic fashion, coming back in overtime and getting a goal by, I believe, their most tenured member. So that was a big moment for them. And we got Kyle Turris, former Nashville Predator, former Arizona Coyote, and really known for his work in Ottawa, out for Edmonton, playing for Edmonton. He will play today. And they are also all wearing do you remember Moss for the Oilers?
Yes, Joey Moss. May he rest in peace. So.
They're all in practice. You'll appreciate this, Tommy. In practice right now, all the Edmonton Oilers players are wearing their jersey practice numbers with the name Moss on the back. Every single one. You will appreciate that. What a tribute to the great. He was what, a super fan, I believe?
Yeah, super fan.
Yeah.
Since birth.
And there were people from Edmonton. Every Edmonton Oiler player in the organization said he was something special. He was not just a fan. He was someone to the organization. So a great thing for the Oilers. And we got a bunch of Vancouverites in the pregame talking right now. Brian Burke, Brian Burke. And we got Kevin Bieksa talking as well, former Vancouver Canuck, the guy that scored the goal to get the Canucks back to their Stanley Cup final for the last time, 2011. And we're ready. Tommy, what are the keys? What are the three things Edmonton has to do to win?
Three keys for Edmonton has to win. Excuse me, there's a little noise in the back. But for Edmonton, it's going to be a tough one, forwards.
What are the three things, Thomas, that they got to do to win? What are the three things Edmonton has to do to go 1-0 and knock off Vancouver at home?
Well, if you look at Vancouver, they made a lot of decent moves in the offseason, including getting goaltender Braden Holtby from the Capitals. So this is going to be a very challenging game for the Edmonton Oilers. So what they have to do is to win is three things: defense, strong goaltending, and strong scoring strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Also, this is a team, the home team, Edmonton. You've got Leon Draisaitl, right? Hart Trophy winner. You've got the third line wingers, and of course you got Connor McDavid, the best player on the planet. And as a Vancouver Canucks fan, I am not afraid to say Connor McDavid is the best player in the world. He absolutely is.
Oh, no doubt about that.
He's a great player. You've got Braden Holtby is starting today. He is starting. He's wearing number 49, .916 career percentage, save percentage for Braden Holtby, a .897, a little less than average for him last season, his last season with the Washington Capitals. And I believe Mikko Koskinen will start on the other side for Edmonton. And I'm sorry, but Vancouver has the edge in goal.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a close game. But as an Oilers fan, I hope to see this win. But I'm going to go with Vancouver for the win today. So we'll see what happens.
The key player for me for Edmonton that has to win, that has to play well, is Darnell Nurse. If Darnell Nurse plays well, it's going to be hard for my Canucks to come through. For the Vancouver Canucks, what do they got? What do they have to do to be able to win? Number one, solid goaltending. Number two, We've got to have all four lines contribute, especially getting into the dirty areas, into the paint, and try to get those deflection goals, those rough goals, do all those things to be able to win. And the Vancouver Canucks were not physical in the series, at least in the early part of the series, against the Blues, but especially against Vegas, and against the physical forechecking team. You have to keep the puck in their end. Even if they only win 2-1, the Vancouver Canucks must be dominating Edmonton in shots, and they must have the puck in their end. And my key player for the Vancouver Canucks is another large defenseman, Tyler Myers. So get ready for that. And in about 1 minute, they're going to sing "O Canada," and we're going to drop the puck in Edmonton. So get ready for that. This is going to be great. Obviously, Tommy Bavaro will be the color commentator. I'll be your play-by-play man, Peter Fivefoot, and sit back for 2.5 hours and change in Edmonton between the Oilers and the Canucks. Tomorrow, I will have some of Detroit and Carolina and most of New Jersey and Boston. But right now, we've got. That's right.
Oh no, we're good, man.
We've got Vancouver and Edmonton. I know you need the NHL TV thing. I texted you the password.
Yeah, thank you.
It's my email. You know my email. It starts with a W and ends with okay. So now Edmonton is. Hey Josh, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here for the Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. As I told you, we will have on and off. We have color commentator Thomas Bavaro. We've seen this chat before. Go Devils, go Red Wings tomorrow. Yep, we'll have the Devils game mostly, and we'll have some of the Detroit-Carolina game tomorrow as well. I will, and obviously Tommy Bavaro will be on and off. My color commentator, of course, and play-by-play man. It's of course me, Peter Fivefoot. So we'll have that as we go along, and it is raucous here in Edmonton. Remember, both of these teams had their seasons end. In Edmonton, the conference, the conference to get into the playoffs to Chicago, for Vancouver to Vegas, and now they are memorializing Moss, who you were talking about, or no, not Moss, someone else. I'm not sure.
We can actually get to see the game.
Yeah, John Muckler. Rest in peace, John Muckler, who passed away. And he is being memorialized here in Rogers Place in Edmonton. Yes, absolutely. Go Canucks. Although Tommy will be rooting for the Oilers. So, Tommy, remember when I stop talking, you just say what you think happened in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And you can cut me off if you want. You can talk while I'm talking.
Okay, man. I'll do the best I could.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going to be on and off.
I know you'll be on and off because Tommy Bavaro, unfortunately, he's playing some video games right now with his friend, and that's really cool. And that's awesome. But, he'll be on and off, and he'll be able to do some. And also, I think later in the third period, you said you would be really you'd be completely available, right?
I should be all good by the third period.
Okay, moment of silence for John Muckler.
No, you can say. No, stay, man. Oh, you want to play?
Yeah. Josh, as in the kid that's Tom's friend. Stay here. You don't have to leave.
You don't have to leave. You want to play?
And now they're memorializing Thomas. They're memorializing Moss now.
Okay.
Joey Moss.
Hold on 1 minute, Pete. I'll be back.
All right. Rest in peace to this man who was an absolute cog in the Oilers dynasty. He never played a hockey game, but he was beloved by the Edmonton Oilers franchise. And absolutely, this was a great man that passed away too soon. Yes, absolutely. Rest in peace to both Joey Moss and John Muckler.
Joey was beloved by generations of Oilers players, staff, and fans. He will be greatly missed, but his immense legacy will carry on with the team, community, and nation. He has blazed a trail for so many to follow.
How about that picture? At the end, they show a picture of him standing in between Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid. Like, if that doesn't get you chilled, that's something needs to. So, they're singing "Oh Canada" right now. Obviously, I can't show the game. You guys know that, but yep. 7 more days till the puck drops here. There's 7 more days to something else really important in the United States, but I don't want to be political, so I won't bring that up.
Glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, what an anthem. Unbelievable. We're ready to drop the puck in Edmonton. Okay, yeah. I'll text it to you in the Discord later. All right, Tommy, just let me know when you're ready to broadcast here. I don't know if you're you're here. You said you're in the game, so yeah, just let me know when you're not. He's just playing some GTA or something. So we're here to drop the puck in Edmonton. And here we go. So Mikko Koskinen to start for Edmonton. For Vancouver, it's Braden Holtby. His first game as a Vancouver Canuck. His first game as anything in the National Hockey League other than a Washington Capital. Here we go. Pettersson is on the bench. He will not start. They're going with Pearson, Horvat, and Roussel, I believe. Puck one away on the right wall. Clobbered there by Edmonton, and it spins on around for Mott to go take it. Back on for Alexander Edler, who shoots it to center. Roussel tries to pass that in front, and it never had a good handle on it. Back for Edler, a shot that wristed to the wall. Turned on for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and it goes away for an Edmonton dump in. Gaudette is there. Back in behind, a rare check by Connor McDavid. Vancouver trying to get it on across. They will. It spins into the Oilers zone and an icing against the Canucks. Yeah, I'm watching NHL TV on Sportsnet on NHL TV. No Jordy Ben, no JT Miller for Vancouver. Hopefully they can come back. Face-off one over by the Canucks. They try to spin this to center. They will turn this to center. Brock Besser holds. He puts on the brakes. Backhands in front. Off the board still. There's a check, and they give it on for Hughes. There's a shot in front, and that wristed wide again. Besser in front goes to the point. Wasn't able to get there. Edmonton steals. There's to go in front and off the red line again. Braden Holtby moves it back. He has not made a save yet, but there's not been a shot on goal. Here's Hughes to try to get back. Edmonton steals it away. Draisaitl, the MVP winner from last year, takes a check from Mott and still on his horse. That's why he won it. Back on it, a shot, and Jones, and that's swallowed up by Holtby. Great save by Braden Holtby. And he makes the first stop of the... I must have said Sportsnet, not TSN. He makes the first stop of the night, and the puck will stay in the Canuck end. And these are the chances that are made on Koskinen, a save by Koskinen, and then a save by Holtby. But the difference here is no rebounds given up by Braden Holtby. Turned in away, a big hit off the defensive play out the face-off win, almost stolen away, but it does come back to Edmonton. From Jesse Puljujarvi, whose first game in Edmonton in 3 years. Taking on away from Barrie, trying to win the foot race past the Oilers. Cannot. That was Anton Roussel. So Edmonton will have the puck again after a friendly push in the Vancouver end. There's Coach Travis Green, a former Vancouver Canuck, former New York Islander, and a great coach who led the Canucks to the second round last year where they lost in 7 games in this building to Vegas. Myers ships this one down, and it will be icing. Third icing against the Canucks. So you wonder if it's nerves. Ethan Bear will tuck that up and skate back into the Canuck zone. And here's number 48, Olli Juolevi, who's waited so much time to mature, the Finnish rookie. And a shot from the point. This one stuffed. Holtby is down. The puck is loose to the corner. Oilers trying to get it in front past Bear's stick. And it goes into the Vancouver, to the Oiler end. Koskinen to steer it. 4-0 Lightning. Okay, thank you for the updates. Koskinen to steer it back, and it went on through for Alexander Edler. You don't want to have any miffed steering attempts. How many times has he broken his stick and it ended up in the back of the net on the end of the Canucks? Here's Zach Cashin, former Canuck. Gets it back off, and Darnell Nurse could not hold in the puck. Nurse takes a hit, and the puck almost turned over. Horvat goes to the bench, so Vancouver brings out new players. Edler spun it to the left side. He's got Pearson. Horvat's still on the ice, though. He never went over. Back over where Stetcher was. Canucks try to keep in. They could not. Okay, good. Juolevi shoots this puck in, and he's been good here. No real mistakes. Back behind Koskinen. Goes to the right wall. Canucks try to keep in. They cannot in the Edmonton zone. And here come the Oilers with speed and strength. Turning this one across. Did not have a good chance there. And moving it in is Pettersson. Shoots that one wide. Tried a centering pass. And here's Alexander Chason, who had a decent series against Chicago last year. And motoring in is Myers. A dump in by Mott, who had a great playoff year last year as well. A hit in front, and they could not steer the puck accurately. Almost 4 minutes in to this opening game for both Edmonton and Vancouver. A deflectable shot to the boards. Kept over for Mott. Mott still fighting with it. Roussel as well. Hughes takes a hit, but the Canucks get out of the zone. Canucks have to work on keeping the puck in. Shot to the middle of the net. Backhander! And a save by Holtby. Vancouver shoots it over to center. Edmonton was second in the Pacific Division, but only won 1 game in the qualifier against the Blackhawks, who were the last team to make it through the Western Conference. Puck steers back off of the Edmonton sticks. Over for Bear. And then Roussel with a hit. Okay, Chicago on the power play. Oh, yeah, that was a great game. I actually recorded as the puck goes out of play, so it will be a neutral zone draw. But I actually recorded the Joe Bowen radio broadcast of the Toronto Maple Leafs overtime goal. I got the Maple Leaf radio call of it, so I will have I will put that into YouTube at some point. So he fans on this. The chase on, right? Slater Kukuk was the one for Edmonton who was a Blackhawk last year. This shot in behind, and there's Turris, former Predator, Coyote, and Ottawa Senator, who takes a hit. Back from the point, off of Bear's skate and out of play. Bear was tied up in the game-winning. Over for Bear again. Pearson tries to shoot this, deflected wide. Goes to the boards, shot from the boards as well, but the Canucks keep it in. Good position by them. Try to center one over for Pearson, who tumbles down. Oilers from the right boards as well. Turn there. Chason takes a big hit by the huge Tyler Myers. Edler also chunked down, and the Oilers cannot keep in. Canucks will shoot through. Oilers back at center. Dump this in. Cashin working on his former teammate Alexander Edler. Pettersson is there as well. Still trying to work on it. Cashin tries to kick it. Puck is still loose. Jamming at it is Connor McDavid. And it comes back to the Oilers. McDavid turned the puck over. Gaudette, made a turnover, I meant. Gaudette fires it over to center. The Canucks are with it. They shoot in. Virtanen is back to go get it. And then there's Larson. Looks for Nugent Hopkins. Puck launched to center. Nugent Hopkins. He has Cashin. Puck launched to the boards. Cashin shoots in behind. Almost stuffed on Holtby, but not able to. Moving in is Hughes, I believe. Yes, Hughes. And that just never materialized for where he wanted it to be. Hughes back on it. Passes it over to Jay Beagle. And the puck goes off the boards and all the way down. This may be, no, is not an icing against Edmonton. Again, there is a broadcaster better than any radio broadcaster in the world. Oh, me. You're right. Guess you think that. Big hit on Gaudette. No Roussel, and Koskinen swallows up the puck with the glove with 13:05 to go in the first period. Oilers are kind of leading in the chances, but the Canucks have swallowed them defensively. No score early in the first period.
When we heard there was money in our home, we did what
I made a thing last year that was really fun. I don't know if you saw them. All 2020 playoff game, or not playoff, regular season game-winning goals by every team, and also shootout and also overtime. But I'll be doing that this year. I've already started to make the Flyers one, obviously, and then I will update on all of the games today and all of the teams for the rest of the year, for the rest of the regular season. So that'll be fun to do. If it's like an overtime game or a shootout game, I'll be able to get the radio calls. Now, maybe it's kind of hard to record them for the regular season, but for the not the regular season, for regulation, but for like overtime shootout, I'll be able to do it. Penalty expired. Okay. So I show the teams in Vancouver's division: Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. So Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary will play Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa 9 times, but they'll play each other 10 times. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was a weird game. That's an interesting one. I thought that game was going to overtime too. Shows usually do end up close. It was a closer game, but still ended 6-3 in favor of Philadelphia. Puck in behind, still with the Oilers. Good passes by Edmonton. They haven't looked necessarily sharp, but they have had their moments. And just like as I've said that, the first icing of the game called against Edmonton, and it goes off of Draisaitl's stick as Holtby puts his glove up to signify that this puck should be and will be in the Oiler end. Right, which I did. It was because of the Flyers' offense. Oilers dumped this out. The Canucks haven't looked great, and my thing with the Vancouver is I don't even care if they score a ton of goals in this game. And even a lot of shots, I don't want, but I like them to control the puck and rotate the puck in the Edmonton zone. I want them to dominate Edmonton in puck possession. I'd like that. I understand that Connor McDavid is the guy on the other end of the ice, but still I'd like to see that because a big forechecking team and team that dumps the puck a lot like Vegas, that's how to beat them. You keep the puck in their zone, and if they can get through this division, win it, or not even division, but getting through there in the playoffs, they may have to beat Vegas in the playoffs in the conference final. Big shot by Draisaitl. Glove save on, and I think that hit Gaudette. Oh, no. Gaudette, I think, got hit with the puck high. Oh. In the opening night, and Gaudette is really integral to this. That Stetcher, not Godet. This puck goes, it goes high. Up. High shoulder. Yeah, that's right. It deflects and it goes up high by the neck. It doesn't hit him in the neck, but it goes up like close to the collarbone for him. Edmonton tries to stash the puck in through over, and the Canucks will go with it. Pearson centering pass. Moves it on for Bolinger. And he looks for Edler. Doesn't find one. Bag pass. Pearson. Pearson shoots in front, and that deflects wide. Horvat there to back check. There's a shot from the corner. This banks along. Pearson centering pass. Horvat. That blocked off of an Edmonton stick. Oilers will go. Connor McDavid. McDavid moves in, and he lost the puck. Canucks did a good job of putting that to center. Now they want to change. Jay Beagle. Edler dumps that through. Godet pushed on for Tyler Mott. Goes in for Beagle. Koskinen in behind, and he turned the puck over. Mott working with Larson. Larson, former Devil, gives it up, and the Oilers move to center. Point first goal of the game. Oh, wow. 5-0 in that game. Nice. Oilers will spin this in behind. One took a big tumble. That was Carrier. Jay Beagle dumps this through. Teammate of goaltender Braden Holtby in Washington when they won the Cup in 2018 and for more years before. Shot from the point. That one wristed wide. Myers as well. Chops this through. Can't get a clean control of the puck. Big check on the boards. Oilers to center, and Ennis will shoot this through. Edmonton makes a change. I believe in 2 nights these guys are going to play again in Edmonton. We'll have that game for you on the Puck Drops here. Well, no, on Peter Fife at the Puck Drops here next week, of course. And I'll be able to do that. Big hit by Beagle again. And another large Canucks check. Turris trying to jam away with it. 10:25 left in the first period. We're still scoreless. Oilers, Jesse Puljujarvi as well, who's been good here. But Vancouver intercepts. Can they get to center? They do. Here's Hughes. He pushes it back. A 4-game road trip for Vancouver. I forget who the next 2 games Vancouver plays. Is that Montreal? Draisaitl in behind his net. We'll move it over for teammates. Clap back to center. Virtanen goes to go chase. Darnell Nurse from Virtanen. Canucks cannot control. Now they intercept. Move to the line, but nobody's out there to go pick because they were making changes. Yamamoto with a big hit on Pettersson, and Pettersson takes the penalty. It's going to be the first power play of the game, and it will be called against the Oilers. Horvat to the line, over by the Vancouver bench. Goes through to Edler, and Edler has to make a change, so Larson will touch with 9:21 left. It's going to be Yamamoto to the box, and the Canucks to the power play. So the Canucks will have a chance here to get a power play goal. You know, they struggled on that in Game 7. Let's see what they can do. No score midway through the first. So just if you know that Devils game starts at 7. Devils games almost always at home. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever started at 7:30. Devils games always start at 7. So those are going to be afternoon game. If you can watch those will be afternoon streams for you, because home games, I don't know if I've ever seen a Devils game start at 7:30. Yeah. I know that was really distressful because of the game 5. But I started watching some documentaries. Like I watch NHL DVD documentaries, and I figured out why we didn't do well in that series and some of the games. And the reason was when they were playing good against Vegas. What happened was against forechecking physical teams, you have to control. You don't have to out hit them. You actually don't have to out hit them. You don't have to out hit them. You don't even necessarily have to outshoot them, but you have to control in puck possession and just keep the puck in their end. We couldn't do that. So what I want the Canucks here to do in this series, in this season, regular season, is not be the best out shooting team or scoring team or even defensive team, but just be the team that just plugs you and in especially in power plays in your own zone, in your own zone. Another team's zone. They just keep the puck there, and they keep the puck there. Like the Sedin shifts. Like you just can't get the puck out, and the Canucks are keeping. That's what I want Vancouver to be like. Hughes back off the right circle, a shot. That one wristed wide of Koskinen. Vancouver looking very tentatively, looking very nervous. Over to Pettersson, perfect pass, holds, shoots wide for Besser. Vancouver keeps in Pettersson. Jammed off the boards, and then the puck will be sent out into the Canucks zone. Here's Pettersson. Off the line, goes over to Horvat. Horvat, good pass to Hughes. Hughes, right side, Besser. Back pass to Hughes. Hughes, Pettersson. Hughes works. Pettersson shoots. Besser holds. Try to pass that in front, and it goes to center. The Oilers are going to move shorthanded. They continue to turn with it and shot this wide. Here's Elias Pettersson. 1:03 left in the power play. Back pass along. Try to circle this one. Thrown by Horvat over to Brock Besser. And Besser sits on the left circle. Besser too far for Pettersson. But he does control with it again. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Over for Hughes. Hughes, Pettersson, slap shot. That went wide. Here's Besser. Besser. Back in front, tries to stash it. Holding Pettersson. Shooting, and that deflected wide. There was an Oiler in the crease, and it wasn't their goaltender. Here's Hughes' shot. Deflected wide again. Oilers clear. 20 seconds in the power play. I'm sorry. My throat is gone for some reason. Gaudette chops in. Nurse to go get it. Tries to clear. Will. Myers to go grab it, and Edmonton might have killed this power play, and they have. Yamamoto back out of the box. Here's Gaudette. Backs it off, looks for Virtanen. Oilers move in. Draisaitl pass again. Draisaitl back pass. A shot from the point. Drives on Holtby. There's a penalty against somebody. I don't know if it's against Yamamoto or if it's Virtanen. I'm not positive. It might be Virtanen. I think they might be calling Virtanen for running Yamamoto. Let's see. Now, this is the play on the power play. Yeah, it's on. Yep. It's on Virtanen for. Oh, no. Does Edmonton score a power play goal? Oh, I hope not. Virtanen, they're saying Virtanen runs over Yamamoto. Canucks will clear. Tyson Barrie for Edmonton, who is replacing one of their other defensemen out there. He not the same team, but he basically is going to act like a TJ Brody out in Western Canada, like he did in Calgary as TJ Brody went to Toronto. Pass over for Draisaitl. Draisaitl hammered it over to the point. Draisaitl back for Brody. Brody holds it over the left circle. A shot that deflected high. Goes for Chason. Alexander Chason. Slapped back to the point. Tries to shoot that across. Moving in. Short-handed. Here is Gaudette. Backhander. Save Koskinen. Beagle, excuse me. And Beagle's a monster short-handed. Remember those goals he scored in against St. Louis last year in the first round. Chason with the puck. Chason turns back for Draisaitl. Draisaitl off the right wall. Draisaitl back along. over to center. And gone for Koskinen. And the power play was decent for Vancouver, but wow, that penalty kill. That is a surprisingly efficient and aggressive penalty kill that I'm seeing right now by the Canucks. Back from the line, held on over Ethan Bear, who is not playing his usual point, and that is the objective of TJ Brody, as this puck is launched all the way down to Mikko Koskinen. Over for Darnell Nurse. 13 seconds remain in the power play. Glove down. Try to pass that in front. Over for Nurse. Nurse takes a hit. Canucks try to poke check this out. Edler falls down. Puck is loose. Oilers try to work this. Nurse. And the penalty is over. Nurse's shot. This one went off the boards. Canucks have it in their zone. Oilers have it in the Canucks zone. And this moved on along Virtanen to go play on the boards. He takes a hit from Nurse. Virtanen to go get it, but he cannot. Bear will. Puck in front. Horvat to go grab it, and his stick was not there. 4:45 left in the first period. Here is Turris. Shoots this out of play. Kyle Turris launches the puck into the stands with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first period. We're scoreless in Edmonton between the Oilers and the Canucks. Oh, thank you also for the like. Also, 10 minutes ago, I believe, or maybe it just started, between St. Louis and Colorado. I assume that devastating win by the Lightning is over. Not last year, but remember, blowouts can happen in the first game. I mean, St. Louis beat Pittsburgh when they were defending their title, and Washington in overtime, and Washington beat who is it? St. Louis when they were defending the title. If you remember the year between, Washington just clobbered Boston, the future Eastern Conference champs. So, a cup finalist just winning big is on the last day the cup comes to them and the banner is raised is not new. That game's still going on, but there's only 7:57 left in the third. It looks like it's won. They've beaten them at 12 shots on goal over Chicago, and they have a 5-0 lead, Tampa Bay and Chicago. The St. Louis-Colorado game has not started yet, apparently. We're back. This is Tyson Barrie here, watching how he's played, and that was the bad pass. He was the one who made the bad pass, but even though he made the bad pass, the Beagle shot, he came back and played pretty good defense on Jay Beagle. Connor McDavid, Bo Horvat. One on the face-off by Edmonton in the Vancouver zone. And there's Nugent Hopkins. Canucks try to get it out. Pearson will. Pearson still traveling. Oiler on the boards. Oven! It's Horvat! Score! What a pass by Bo Horvat! 1-0 Canucks! Pearson to Horvat! How wide open was the captain? Too wide open. And the former Canuck, Horvat's teammate, Zach Cashin, was cheating, and Horvat shoots a stoppable puck right through the blocker side of Koskinen, and it's 1-0 Vancouver. So here is McDavid still in the Oilers zone as the Canucks have taken a 1-0 lead. He's playing the GTA. They've got like a Nuzlocke rule going with him and his friend, also named Josh, apparently, where when one of the people dies, they're done and the other person has to go on. So when he dies, he's going to jump on and broadcast with me. Gaudette holds on. Holds on. Grosvenor Smith is right behind. 22 goals last season. The fourth straight 20-plus goal season for him. How good has he been? Shot by Draisaitl. Oh, and stuffed by Holtby. And he has been key when he's had to be. Puck goes into the Edmonton end. TJ Brody back off the boards. Over for Draisaitl. Draisaitl spun around. For Yamamoto, taken away. And Brock Besser is going to turn on the Jets. Here comes Vancouver. 3 Canucks behind him. Besser turns on the brakes because he has teammates. They are all on. Here's Hughes. The Canucks seem to have awakened. Here's Besser, a shot. That goes off of the stick or the skate of McKinnon. Not sure who it was. Number 20 in orange and blue. And off. And this is the save that Holtby makes right with this pad. And right, because this puck goes to Draisaitl, and Hughes is holding up Draisaitl and not in the position by the cage. And then just not able to push this puck through. Might have been blocked, too. Not sure. Oilers in their own end. Moving is Bear. Good pass off the boards. Here's Ulevi. The Finnish youngster. Off the boards as well. Trying to find Roussel. Taken away by Nurse. Nurse plasters that in front. As Roussel takes a big hit in the Edmonton end. 2:35 to go. 1-0 Vancouver. Horvat from the boards. How many times has Horvat scored those types of goals in the playoffs that we saw? Big hit by Mott. Puck in behind the Canucks. They say the game's been more physical. It was already as Mott shoots, and that rifled wide over for Beagle, a shot. Also wide and out of play. The game's already been physical, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now we're starting to get more confident. That's true. The game's already been physical, as they were saying it was more physical. The problem was it was physical in favor of the Oilers. Now the Canucks are starting to get physical on them, and the Oilers are starting to get away from each game. And Draisaitl's been active, but I got to tell you, the last 6-7 minutes, I don't really see much of Connor McDavid doing anything. Not saying he's the best player in the game. He is the best player in the game, but he just hasn't done too much. And I hope, knock on wood, I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Here's Nugent Hopkins on a way, and this comes back and spun through. I'm sorry I stopped broadcasting. I just messed up the thing I was watching. Just give me one second, guys, and I think we're good. Here's a shot by Cashin. That one went off the... Okay, good to know. Went off the side. Besser backs up. And there's Connor McDavid to go grab it all along the boards. That did not go through defensively. Moving on for Edler. Edler passed this back for where Hughes was. Holtby moves the puck around. Here's Hughes working with some speed. Quinn Hughes over to center. We'll see Jack Hughes tomorrow. Oilers moving in for some more room, and a great stick play by Quinn Hughes. Penalty coming up against the Oilers. Here's Edler. Edler pass over for Pearson. Pearson passed this on across. And wait, why was his hand up? Oh, delayed offside. Excuse me, not penalty. I apologize on that bogus call by me. Over from the wall, Horvat to go chop this in, and Suter will just wrist that puck in as well. Over for Turris, and planked in over to center. Beagle chases, and now Beagle will go to the other side to try to put his stick in there for Yamamoto. 20 seconds left in the first period. Here is Mott. Passes this one of the boards. No stupid turnovers if you're Vancouver this late in the period. And here's Bear to Draisaitl. Draisaitl moves on the right side. Draisaitl turns in behind, trying to stuff it. Back on a cross. The Canucks are just trying to hold this puck. Ulovi with some good strength. Puck goes to the corner, and that will end period one. Canucks didn't start great, but they found a way later in the period and scored a goal by the captain, Bo Horvat, the first of the season for him, the first of the season for Vancouver. They are going to the first intermission to the locker room with a 1-0 lead over Edmonton. Wow, just like that, the ad. Colorado's at home, I believe. Oh, how about that? Tommy literally just said he's coming back. But that's kind of funny because it's intermission. But that's fine. Welcome, Thomas. You here?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Can you show your face on the Zoom? All right, Tommy. So that was an interesting period. Did you watch? You didn't watch any of it, though, right?
No, unfortunately, I didn't watch most of it.
You were playing some of the thing. All right, I'll tell you.
So Vancouver did score.
Edmonton was a physical team. Edmonton played very good early on, but Vancouver kind of got to their game, and then Tanner Pearson took a hit from Zach Cashin, a small check, and he fed Zach Cashin's former team. He fed Bo Horvat wide open for a stoppable shot, but it was not stopped by Koshkin later in the period. So Vancouver has a 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
So anything you think? So from me telling you, what does Edmonton have to do better, Tommy?
Well, just give me one sec. Well, from looking at here, it looks like Edmonton has, well, at least they have 7 shots on goal, so it's somewhat of a good start, but you have to go, like, if you're the Edmonton Oilers right now, you have to go forward with, like, getting through the defense from the Canucks and all that stuff in order to score.
Draisaitl was good, man. Draisaitl was good. I barely saw number 97.
I'm sorry? Can you say that again?
Draisaitl was good. I barely sure, Josh, just hold on. Draisaitl was good. I barely saw number 97 on the ice. Connor McDavid was not – he didn't play like – he didn't – well, here's the thing. No, I saw him a lot on the ice, but he didn't do too much. Obviously, no goals, so no points for him, obviously, because there were no goals scored. He wasn't too into the game. Draisaitl was, but I didn't see too much by Connor McDavid. What I did see was the key player I was talking about for Edmonton. The 2 key players I said are to start the game that I said for Edmonton and then I said for Vancouver that needed to be well have actually played some really nice hockey in Tyler Myers and Darnell Nurse, both of them. There was an injury. There was a puck up high to like the collarbone, I think, to Josh can correct me on this. I want to say Gaudette.
Gaudet? That sounds French to me.
Adam
right?
Gaudette. Josh, I hope, will correct me on who the puck hit. But all right. So for Vancouver, Vancouver has to keep the puck in. They've got to keep the puck in. They've got to be better on the power play. Vancouver had a power play. Edmonton had a power play. Both 0-1 for both teams, and no goals there. The Horvat goal was an even strength 5-on-5. It was Gaudette. Okay. And Gaudette is a really nice player. He was a good player. There's the play, too. If you want to watch it right now on your computer, that they might have just shown the play. In fact, Tommy, I hope now, Tommy, can you get the game on your computer?
Yeah, I'm getting it. I hope
maybe you can watch some of the replay and listen so you can give something. But while you kind of see what happened in the game, because they'll show some replays. I'm
watching the goal right now from Bo Horvat replay.
Yeah, it was a stoppable shot, but as Kevin Bieksa is speaking right now. But
I actually just saw him.
It's one of my favorite Vancouver Canucks players of all time.
I'm hired him too.
Another penalty against St. Louis. Okay, Josh is updating us on the Blues Colorado Avalanche game as we go along. So Tommy, I know you'll be focused tomorrow, and I'll be focused tomorrow twice. Josh wants to do some predictions between the 3 of us for all the games tomorrow. So let's start with your team, Tommy. New York Rangers, New York Islanders. Who wins? And first we'll go with you. I'll go with me, and then we'll wait for Josh to go. Oh, Blackhawks scored twice. Oh,
I'm sorry?
hold on a second. Chicago has scored twice with 3 seconds left. 5-2. It doesn't mean anything. But so New York Rangers, New York Islanders.
Okay, so this is a tough one right here.
Who scores the game-winning goal?
Both teams really have great futures, and this will be the debut for the Rangers for a lot of players, including Alexis Lafreniere, the player who they drafted #1 overall, as well as Keandre Miller. Islanders, it's still same thing, Did
Keandre make the team?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he's
like him.
Go for tomorrow.
I like him. That kid is physical, and he can shoot the puck well.
Oh yeah,
he's good. He's a good player. Quentin Byfield for the Kings is going to end up a lot like that kind of player, except Byfield is a little less physical. Josh, who was it? Colorado? Who scored? And who's gonna score the game-winning goal? Who's gonna win, Tommy? Islanders, Rangers.
For tomorrow, I'm gonna go with the. I say this is a close game, though. I could say this goes to overtime, but as much as I want to see the Rangers win, I think I'm going to go with the Islanders tomorrow.
Who scores the game-winning goal?
Game-winning goal? I'll go with Matt Barzal.
Anders Lee, 3-2. Game-winning goal scored with about 5 minutes left in the period. Andre Burakovsky has just made it 1-0 Colorado on the power play against the Blues. Josh, if you're here, who are you picking? Rangers, Islanders, and who scores the game-winning goal? We'll continue to do this as the game goes along because we're only in period 1. So who scores the game-winning goal? Josh, Islanders, Rangers, and who wins? Since he's gonna type that, as he gets ready to type that, we'll go to another game. Let's do that right now. Buffalo and Washington. Tommy, who wins, Buffalo or Washington?
Washington.
And who scores the game-winning goal, and what's the score?
I'm going to go with Ovechkin, final score 5-2.
Josh says New York Islanders for the New York Islanders win Beauvillier, the game-winning goal.
Okay.
I say 3-0 Sabres at home. Game-winning goal scored by the piece of pork from New Jersey. Taylor Hall. Taylor Ham. That's the joke. Taylor Hall scores the game-winning goal in the first period. Josh, Sabres, Capitals. Remember, the Sabres always play well early in regular season. Who wins the game for that? Let's move on to.
It's 1-0 right now. The Vancouver Canucks goal by Bo Horvat. Where are you at, Kevin, on both teams?
Hold on a second.
The Canadian division, the Scotia North, really is jump ball.
The Dallas Florida game is suspended, so try to think some other 7:00 games.
You know what? I think the Panthers. I think there's a game that's postponed tomorrow.
Panthers Stars.
I'm guessing because of COVID.
Yes, it is because of COVID.
Of course, COVID.
It's not because of Florida's players. It's because 17 Dallas Stars. Right. Okay. Calgary, Winnipeg. Who wins that game?
With Calgary.
What's the score? Also, Josh said the Capitals 4-2 TJ Oshie. Who'd you say?
I said Calgary.
Who scores the game winner? And what's the score?
I'll go with 3-0. Gaudreau.
Gaudreau? All right.
Gaudreau, excuse me.
I say 4-1. Game-winning goal scored by that kid that was on fire in the playoffs last year. Forget his name. Give me a second. Josh says Calgary 5-2 Monahan. I'm just getting up my my thing. Apologize for this. I'm just trying to figure out who this I'm just trying to figure out who this This person is. I did not want this to be this long, but Dylan Dubé. Dylan Dubé, 5-1, Calgary. All right, that's the person I was thinking of. Okay, Columbus, Nashville. Columbus, Nashville. Who scores the game winner?
Go with Nashville. Oh,
Go with Nashville. Okay.
excuse me.
Who
Excuse
scores
me.
the
I thought we were
game
done for a
winner?
minute
What's
with the scores.
What?
I thought we were done for a minute with the scores.
No, we've got a ton more games. Who
Whoops.
scores the game winner and who wins?
I said Nashville. I'm gonna go with 2-0 and or actually 2-1. Actually, you know what?
Who scores the game winner?
Duchesne.
And Josh says 4-1. 4-1 in favor of Yossi. Who do we say they're playing again? Oh, Columbus. Oh. 3-2 in overtime. Pierre. Oh no, he's not playing. Alexander Texier.
Okay.
For the Columbus Blue Jackets. San Jose versus Arizona. Who wins? Who scores the game winner?
San Jose.
Who wins? Who scores the game winner?
Logan Couture, the captain.
Nice. Did you say the score?
No, I'll go with 5-3.
5-3 in favor of San Jose. In favor of San Jose. Okay. All right. 4-2 game winner. Scored by Connor Garland in favor of the Coyotes. So, Josh, who do you think wins? Arizona, San Jose. All right. Let's move on. Anaheim, Vegas. Who scores the game winner and what's the score?
4-1. Captain. The new captain is the game winner.
Mark Stone. Okay.
Or Mark Stone, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know
if
I said that right.
I say 5-3 or 5-3. 6-3. 6-3 in favor of Marchessault. Vegas wins. Who else? Los Angeles hosting the Wild.
I'll go with the Wild.
If any of you pick the Kings, I'm going to have problems. The Wild, who scores the game winner?
Give me 1 minute.
Wow, Josh says Vegas 7-1 Riley Smith.
It began with a simple act of kindness. Do you think we could find the kid some work? A favor to the greatest player in hockey, and who was going to say no to Wayne Gretzky? That came without real expectations beyond the gesture.
Tommy.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
That wasn't how it turned out.
Bonino's with the Wild, though? Huh.
I think so,
I don't know the team anymore. All right, Bonino, what's the score?
5-2.
5-2 Minnesota. 3-1 Wild. Winning goal scored by Luke Kunin. What?
I'm watching Edmonton doing their tribute for Joey Mosh.
Yeah, I'm watching it as well. What a powerful tribute. 3-1 Luke Kunin for the Wild. Vancouver, Edmonton tomorrow. Back to back.
They're playing again tomorrow?
Yeah.
Edmonton.
Who scores the game winner?
McDavid.
Josh says 3-2 Wild Spurgeon. What's the score? What's the score?
5-2.
All right. I say 3-2. I hate to do it. I hate to say this. 3-2 Oilers. Draisaitl in overtime. I don't back-to-backs. in the same building, no. Because I have a feeling, because I still have a feeling that Vancouver wins this game, and because Vancouver is good on their game, so I think that if the Oilers, it's depending. I'm saying 3-2 Edmonton. If Vancouver wins this game, I say 5-1 Vancouver. Game-winning goal scored by Besser if the Canucks lose this game. I don't think either team will win back-to-backs. I just don't think so.
Nah.
I just don't think so. Detroit and Carolina. The captain, first captain since Zetterberg, going to be announced at the pizza box. It's going to be Larkin. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying Larkin will score the game winner, but he's going to be the captain there. So what's the score there? And who wins?
1 minute.
What?
Give me 1 minute. Carolina.
What's the score?
3-0.
Josh says 4-3 McDavid. He kind of sees what I say. So Carolina, you said that, right? Carolina?
Yeah, Carolina
4-1 Red Wings. Game-winning goal scored by the captain, Dylan Larkin. And then the final game, the one that I'll be broadcasting the most tomorrow, because the Edmonton-Vancouver game's 9, so I'll miss some of that. The Detroit-Carolina game's at 7:30, so I'll miss most of that. The game that I'll broadcast the most tomorrow, the Bruins and New Jersey. Home opener for the Devils. Who wins that game?
Bruins versus New Jersey. Bruins.
Bruins win. What's the score? Who scores the game winner?
4-1, the new captain Bergeron.
3-2. The game-winning goal is scored in the final 30 seconds by the Bruin killer, Damon Severson. Devils win.
Okay.
Josh, who wins? New Jersey, Boston. Again, tomorrow, I know, Tommy, you're gonna be watching Islanders and Rangers, correct?
Yeah, likely.
Campbell, Josh, and I are gonna spend the most time on Devils and Boston.
Bruins.
Yeah, it's been a lot because again, the Vancouver game starts at 9, so I'll miss some of that. The Detroit game starts at 7:30, so I'll miss most of that. But I'll spend a lot of time on the Devils and the Devils and what's it called? And Boston. There is a chance, unbelievably, Josh. Also, put your Devils 6-5 in the shootout. Jack Hughes winner. Nice. There is a chance, depending on, because my parents or grandparents use TVs at certain times, there is a chance that I might actually be ahead of you, Josh, because unlike you who has NHL TV, which is behind, I actually have MSG Plus for the Devils, or MSG. No, it's not Plus. It's MSG 2 Plus or whatever. Oh, I might have a problem finding that game because the Islanders and the Rangers are playing tomorrow, which means I have to find the third. It's annoying, but I might be ahead of you. It's all I got to say. All right, Tommy, you ready for the start of the second period? We're almost there.
Yes. I'm just going to get water real quick. I'll be back.
All right, let's go. Tell me when you're back. You're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Niels Hoglander will be on the ice here with Horvat. And I believe they bring on Pearson. Oilers in behind. Remember, Tommy, you can interrupt me anytime you want to say some analysis about what's going on in the game. Puck tipped on the right side over Hoglander. Oilers try to push this on along. Beagle on as well. Nugent Hopkins try to play this puck on along for Horvat to go take it on for Edler. Edler chops this puck in behind. Turned on around 1-1 St. Louis, Colorado. Okay. Back over the boards. Cash in, moves it on along. Here's Connor McDavid. Goes by one. Connor McDavid holds. Tries to lift it up high, and he could not. Big hit, but McDavid still has the puck. He tries to pass it on front. The Canucks will go. Oh, that goes off an Oilers stick, but it's still controlled on along. Hoglander shoots in, and Hoglander is held up. What a great play by the defenseman, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look. back where the Stanley Cup was awarded.
Yep, there's a shot and swallowed up by the former Capital, Braden Holtby. Oh, no, they let this puck go on a rebound. He did not want to freeze it. Hughes turning in some speed. Brother of Jack, who we'll see tomorrow night. Oh, and he stole the puck away from Draisaitl. Pass in front for Virtanen, gets away from Pettersson, shoots. And that tipped over the glass and out of play. Tommy, what'd you think of that sequence?
That was a pretty weird sequence right there, you see. So, no penalties. I'm actually kind of quite shocked on that. Someone should have got penalized.
What were your interpretations as you watched this work by Connor McDavid around the net?
What a great move from Connor McDavid.
Best player in the National Hockey League for sure, best player in the world, and he is showing his stuff there. Passed over back for Myers. A chance in front. The Canucks couldn't tip it. There's a shot in front off of a glove. A shot again. Oh, the Canucks are getting some chances here. It's what I'm talking about. Pass over from the corner. Tries to keep it up back to the point. Cannot. Puck in deep, and it's chopped on back for Mott. Mott off of an Oiler who does not have a stick. That's Yamamoto. Yamamoto, who still doesn't have a stick, so it's like a power play until he can kick it out. But the puck stayed in. The Oilers will go to center, and Yamamoto gets a stick from the Edmonton bench. Pass in front, intercepted by the Vancouver line. Kept in control to center, and over for Beagle. Oilers will control off the boards. Back on along. Also, Tommy, since you're on Zoom here, I know you're on Zoom on this. If I point at you, look up. If I point at you, that means you can talk about something. Offside on Yamamoto. So what do you think about Vancouver on this shift, just keeping the puck in?
Oh, they're doing a fantastic job keeping the puck in their own zone and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, it is neutral zone draw, though. That's what happens. Face off, won by Edmonton. Over for Larson, former New Jersey Devil, as we had said before. Tyler Myers back around. Myers almost gave the puck away. Pettersson off from the boards. Still controlled. No, it's okay, man. Over, tried to get it to Hoglander, and the Oilers take it through. Backhands it through from the boards. And deep on a cross for Olli Juolevi. Olli Juolevi, Thomas, is a rookie from Finland who has been in the Vancouver Canucks system since 2016, but has not played consistently in the National Hockey League and did not make the opening night roster until tonight. They let him wait in the American Hockey League and in the Finnish Super League until this season. What do you think about the Vancouver organization letting a guy like that sit even though he was drafted number 4 overall?
For who they drafted you were talking about?
Olli Juolevi. They drafted all the way in 2016, but he had not made an opening night roster of a National Hockey League franchise until this year, 5 years later.
Well, it finally happened, for drafting a guy, and you got him in the league. So that is considered a little long overdue, but you finally had to get someone in, and that's a really exciting moment.
St. Louis has just scored a goal in their game, 2-1 Blues, as the puck is controlled off the right wall. Try to shoot this on along. Here's Holtby to stick that one back, and Pearson takes a hit. Tanner Pearson moving the puck along and shifts it through. Over for Nurse, and Hoglander tries to intercept. Might have gone off the stick of Hoglander. Niels with it, passes that one across. A shot that went wide. Chason looks for Nugent Hopkins. And Tommy Nugent Hopkins, Nugent Hopkins has been very good as Horvat passes this off. A fanning attempt on the shot by Mott as a big check on the boards. Connor McDavid dekes. Connor McDavid still with it. McDavid holds. Holtby underneath. What a save by Braden Holtby.
I am a little behind, so I'm going to have to see what happened for myself. My screen, my computer.
Tell me when you're there, because Connor McDavid just made a fantastic move, and Braden Holtby showed why he delivered the Washington Capitals to the Stanley Cup in 2018. That's an unbelievable move by the best player in the world, and that's an unbelievable save by one of the best goaltenders in the world. Did you see it yet?
No, I'm getting into it.
Gaudette over the boards, off the boards, controlled back in along, moving into Sutter, shoot, save. Oh, Gaudette tried to put it in, or Beagle tried to put it in, and he could not. Shot off the point from the right wide side and out of play. Have you seen the save yet?
Give it a minute. It's taking a little time here.
Really?
What minute was it?
It was literally before this sequence. I don't know. How behind are you?
15. It's 15-10 for me.
You're ahead. I think.
Oh, that I saw already. Oh.
Wait, hold on. I'll tell you if you're behind or ahead as Suter controls the puck in behind and spun it through. Yeah, you're ahead. You must have already saw it.
So then I saw it earlier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was an incredible save. Doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I was behind for a minute.
Just if you see a goal or something, don't say anything because I haven't
All right,
seen
I won't.
Oh, Hughes goes down. Are they going to call penalty against Edmonton? Because he fell down. He absolutely slid towards the boards. Canucks moved to center, but then really watch the screen so you can see if there's a play you want to say anything. Again, interrupt me whenever you want. And if I point at the screen like this, you can interrupt at any time. Canucks go to center and control over for Niels Hoglander, who fell down. This puck gets pushed along from the boards as well. There's a big hit by Hoglander. Oilers move to center. Here comes Yamamoto. Yamamoto turns and hit by Ulovi. Ulovi with another chance. Draisaitl steals the puck. Draisaitl pass in front for Yamamoto. Score.
And the Oilers have scored.
Tyler Yamamoto, and the game is tied. So, Tommy, what did you see on this play? Hold on. Music's too loud. What did you say?
I was saying, that was a great goal from Yamamoto. Did I say that correctly?
Yamamoto.
It looked like he was sliding and boom, it just went in.
That's a good pass by Leon Draisaitl. That is a good pass by Leon Draisaitl, and that's just did not work out for Vancouver. Puck comes in behind. The Canucks have found themselves in a tie game for the first time since before Horvat scored. Back for Mott, a shot. Oh, and a save by Koskinen. What a chance for Mott. Just as they were announcing the goal in Edmonton. Just as they were announcing the goal, what a pass by Beagle to Mott and a beautiful save by Koskinen. He could have lifted it higher, but that was a good save. Yeah, I'm booing right with you, Josh. Back over for Myers. Slap shot. Oh, and that blocked. Myers backhands it in front. Ennis was the man down. Canucks in behind the goal. Went over for Chason. Chason tries to spin it over for Ennis. Ennis, if he had touched the puck, would have been offside. And maybe not with the new rules. Turning this is Roussel off the right circle. Roussel shoots this to the glove of Koskinen, and it's stopped. Ennis is still shaken up from the block on Tyler Myers, and this goes right off the left arm. And Yamamoto ties it at 1. Remember, he was the one that was penalized earlier.
Yeah.
So, the Canucks kind of, on that play, man, with the play with the goal at Yamamoto, Draisaitl, Vancouver's been really physical, and they haven't gone away from their plays of just stifling the puck and holding down and making sure that he doesn't have the strength to go around and pass the puck. But there they weren't able to do so, and Draisaitl just sits there, man. He just sits, and he just passes over Yamamoto, and Yamamoto is just wide open for the shot. So, That's role players scoring. As the series went along against Chicago, Edmonton did not have role players that were really that great on their goals, and so the role players have been at least for that moment, have been working for Edmonton. St. Louis is a power play. I don't know if I said that. Up 2-1. We're back in Edmonton. 13:34 to go in the second period. We now have a tie game because of Yamamoto. And Vancouver has to do something about that. They almost took a 2-1 lead back, but Mott was denied by Koskinen. This is game 1 of a 4-game road trip before the Vancouver Canucks head to the friendly confines of British Columbia.
Let's see what we got here.
Extra X, they still will. They still will, man. I know, because it's happened before.
Oh, yeah, never a doubt.
Over for Hughes. Hughes, back across, shot blocked. Oh, and they spun to center. Turned through to Hughes. Colorado killed it off. Okay. Thrown for Hughes. No. Yeah, Josh, we know about YouTube and what they do. Back off the line over for Hughes. He chops this puck in. And you want to talk about Travis Green, right? And how much he's played Niels Höglander in this game. How good Niels Höglander was in the American Hockey League. You're waiting for when Vasily Podkolzin can come from Russia. He was the captain of Team Russia in the World Juniors. I know you watched some of those games, Tommy. Hughes a shot, deflected on front from Horvat. Big hit in front. Both teams have been physical here, and here's Ethan Bear. Ethan Bear, the Adam Fox of the Western Conference.
Okay.
Who spun this puck across. Connor McDavid with it from the left circle. McDavid a shot, banked from the wall. And it comes in across, dangling behind the goal. Here is a shot by the former Blackhawk Cuckoo. Puck in front. Can the Canucks get it out? They will. Over to center and spun to Horvat. Besser has to get the puck out of harm's way. A shot in front. And missed. No, stopped by Holtby. Braden did get the stick on it, and he was able to get in front. Pass over for Jesse Puljujarvi, and then Gaudette still working on the boards. And a hit out from there. End of 1-2-1 Blues. Okay, good to know. Virtanen and Oiler fell down, and Yamamoto pass in front. Glove save by Braden Holtby. And this is the shot by Jesse Puljujarvi, and he has been really good in this game. And number 13 in orange and blue, Tommy, Jesse Puljujarvi, how do you think he's played in this game?
I think he's played really well.
Over for Alexander Edler. A big hit by Yamamoto. He's been everywhere. Canucks to center. Tyler Myers over to Suter. Suter with the hit. Beagle. Back pass. And they've got Mott. Beagle.
Oh, denied.
What?
None.
What happened?
Oh, just a save earlier from Holtby.
Yeah, Braden Holtby's been big for the Canucks. Back in across. It's Archibald. He fakes. A save by Holtby. That's a big one. Draisaitl, remember, don't tell me what's going to happen. Pass off the right circle. There's another shot. And another chance for Draisaitl. Shot off the wings. Held on the right circle. Canucks will turn it on across. What a chance Archibald had. Or excuse me, not Archibald. Back for Caleb Jones in behind his own goal. Here is Jesse Puljujarvi, turns off the boards. Zach McEwen, you saw him play in the second round against the Golden Knights, and he was a good player in that series. McEwen turns it over to center, and the Canucks will shoot on goal, and Koskinen deflects this out of play with 10:19 to go. It's still a tie game because of the brilliances of Koskinen and Holtby. So this is the chance for for Dominic Cahoon. I said the wrong player, but Dominic Cahoon shoots this puck on goal, and Braden Holtby chest save. What about the chance Dominic Cahoon had on a breakaway, Tommy?
Oh, that was a close call right there, but with that breakaway, could have been 2-1.
Could have been. Do you think that it was more Braden Holtby's brilliance or Dominic Cahoon and just not being able to put this puck in the net?
I think it's not being able to put puck in the net, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty here.
Again, you're ahead of me. Please don't. What's
All
going to happen? I'll try to fix that. McDavid is tripped. Canucks, I think, are going to go on the power play. They will.
Yep, and I think the penalty will be on McDavid.
No, on McDavid. Wow.
No, my mistake.
No, not on McDavid. Connor McDavid draws the penalty. I believe the penalty is going to be against – I think the penalty is against Holtby for throwing the stick, but they'll just put a random Vancouver Canuck in the box.
Oh.
So it should be an Edmonton power play. It would be the second of the game for them. They didn't score on their first. That was the penalty to I want to say Virtanen. I'm going to see if I can figure out if this is live. Tommy.
Yes.
Seriously, remember not if there's a goal or a save, don't say anything until I get to it.
I do apologize. I got you, man. I'll be careful.
That's fine. Your friend went home. Oh, so you can stream for the rest of the night. Okay.
Yeah, I should be able to, but if anything else.
Well, no, I'm saying is at the end of the game, both of us will probably go to sleep. I don't think there's anybody on Twitch and YouTube I want to watch, so I'll probably just go to sleep tonight, right after when this game is over. Well, there are a few people, but happy birthday to Connor McDavid. It's his 24th birthday and 1.34 points a game, 469 points,
Did you say
100
that?
more point seasons, of 3 of 100 more point seasons, all the Art Rosses and Hart trophies that the Windsor native has won. Yes, it is his 24th birthday today, January 13th.
That means he's 24. He's 3 years older than me. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no
3.5.
Goals or points for him in this season so far. Over for McDavid, passed and blocked, and the Canucks have to be really wary of this offense. Over for McDavid. McDavid holds. Connor McDavid turns on the right wall. McDavid in behind. Pass in front, chase on. Oh, and the Canucks are there defensively. Sticks in the lane. He missed on a net, and the Canucks are screaming for a power play. There should be a penalty because his stick was lofted and he lost it. Nugent Hopkins plays as a power play defenseman even though he isn't one, as the Canucks did clear it on around. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl centers a pass in front. Blocked on around. Canucks try to take it out. McDavid pass in front. McDavid from the far corner. And the Oilers keep it in. Here's Barry. Barry pass to the circle. McDavid a shot. Save. Holtby. Rebound loose. Oilers keep it in. There's a shot. Barry. Didn't go. McDavid to Barry. Barry waits for the puck. Barry has the puck. Goes off the right circle. Holding a pass in front. Holtby. McDavid cannot stash the rebound. Canucks will clear. 40 seconds left in the power play. How about that work defensively, Tommy?
That was very incredible right there. Like great defense from the Canucks right there.
Moves it off the right circle, off the right boards, and turns over for Draisaitl. Draisaitl moves in. Oh, and a save, a rebound. Did Holtby stop the puck? They say yes. What a save. What a save by Braden Holtby, by the Albertan native. Oh, my. And I thought Leon Draisaitl, the MVP winner, tucked this puck in. Let's see. He works by the young rookie, and there's the play. There's the puck. No, that does not go in. And then Holtby just It just slinks off the side of the post, and Braden Holtby is on this puck.
Oh,
He
it
has
looked like
been
it went into
amazing.
me, but no, it didn't.
It looked like it went in at first glance. But you can see that just slinked off the post and went right to Braden. And Holtby makes a big save. So you wonder if Demko plays tomorrow night after the brilliance of Holtby and how you wouldn't want to give him a back-to-back. Absolutely, what a stop by Holtby. Edler does not break his stick and chops the puck all the way down. 15 seconds remaining on the Oiler power play. Darnell Nurse moves it over for Kyle Turris. Passed it over for Tyler Ennis. Over for Turris. Over for Roussel. Pass this on along. Suter tries to get by him by Nurse. And the penalty is killed. Nurse a shot. Saved by Holtby with the stick. How good has Braden Holtby been in this game? Absolutely. Hasn't he, Tommy?
It really has been.
Over for Pettersson. Elias Pettersson back to the point. Gaudette fakes it. Shot in front. Glove saved by Koskinen with Pettersson in front with 7:35 to go in the second period. We're still tied at 1. And so this is the shot by Nurse, and that's another stick save by Holtby. And how good has Braden Holtby been in this game, Tommy?
He's really been great. Like, you can see all the saves he's done. I had mad respect to him in Washington, but this is a new, fresh era for Vancouver, and he is already rocking it.
And it's good to know that they've already got a backup they trust in Thatcher Demko. Shot on point, that one on goal, from the point that didn't completely materialize to the way they wanted to. Try to stick check this one away, and the Oilers will finally get it in their own zone. Here's Draisaitl. He'll pass it over to Larson. Adam Larson works this puck around. Virtanen trying to go get it. And Dominic Cahoon with the puck. He had that pass. He had that chance, that breakaway. Slap shot from the point. Rested wide. Canucks have to get this puck out. Hughes. He's dive bombed. Hamonic, there's a shot on... No, not on net. Just wristed wide again. Canucks will move to center. There you go. And dumped in. Here's Besser. Besser with the huge hit. Besser passes this one in front, and the Oilers will get it out. Here's Yamamoto. He takes a big check in front of the Edmonton bench.
Yep.
Pass off the boards. Moving it over is Roussel. Pass to the side in front. Horvat trying to stuff it through. Koskinen is on his knees and has the puck. Oh, guys, Yamamoto is really, he's really hurting on the bench. Tommy. Tommy, Kyle Yamamoto take a huge hit by Alexander Edler, the only Vancouver Canuck. Still, he got blood in his lip, too. Still remains. Alexander Edler,
he's okay.
The only Vancouver Canuck player still remaining from the 2011 Cup run. And he took a huge hit from Edler.
Huge hit. The last guy from the 2011 run, you said?
Last one, yeah. Shot by Gaudette, missed the net. Controlled over for Suter. Suter tries to go for Mott. Cannot have that clean pass. Over for Beagle. Beagle twists. Back on a cross. Gaudette a shot. That wrist wide. Here's Mott. Mott trying to get it through. Canucks keep it in. Now the Oilers are out with the races. Got it on a long shot from the corner. Didn't materialize. It kind of festered for some misses. Yeah, Koskinen, I think Holtby's been a little better, but Koskinen has made some really nice plays. Oilers keep in off the wall. And we'll talk to Tommy about Mikko in a little bit. There's a pass at the center side and chopped into the Edmonton end. Bear takes a hit from Horvat, and now Darnell Nurse from the boards. Canucks going shorthanded. They're not offside, I don't believe. A big hit in front. Horvat fighting off Connor McDavid. McDavid stole the puck away from him. Horvat now goes to intercept. And back over to Myers. Over for Horvat. And then off of Myers' stick and back into the Canucks zone. And to dangle with the puck is Holtby's got to get out of there, or that would have been a gimme goal. The Oilers get it back. Oh, that could have been really deadly. I was scared for a minute. Pass in front. Hughes. Yeah, not the jinx. And here comes Connor McDavid. Tries to go by sticks. And good defensively. The Canucks were able to go there. Here's Besser in front. Could not find Pettersson. It does find the glove of Mikko Koskinen. And I believe we are going to commercial.
Yep, we're going to commercial right now.
We are.
Actually.
1-1. A goal by Horvat in the first. A goal by Yamamoto in the second. And how good. When we get back to the game, we're going to talk about Tommy's goalie. 4:38 to go in the second. We're tied at 1.
Seeing the weird NHL parts right there.
What?
No, it's like a little commercial ad
The
thing.
NHL
Weird
commercial?
NHL.
Yeah. You get those all the time in NHL TV. Because it's funny, Josh, since he's in Vancouver, it's on national television. He's watching this on like CBC or Sportsnet or something. But we had to get it on NHL, like TV. We got like the stupid NHL commercial. Well, I don't want to bash NHL. I don't want to seem like we're bashing NHL on YouTube.
No,
We're
you're
not bashing NHL. We love NHL Network. We love NHL TV. We love all that stuff. I love to work for them. I'm just saying it's kind of funny that we get like we're just getting it off the app, and and Josh is getting
That's
it off
funny,
of
too.
national television. That'd be like if Josh was like watching like I don't know, like a Philadelphia Rangers game on NHL TV, and we're watching it on NBC. You know what I mean? Yeah. Speaking of NBC, you excited for the NFL games on Saturday?
Yeah, I can't wait. You don't know how excited I am for the NFL.
I'm not
this
sure.
playoffs.
I'm not sure I'll be able to. I'm not sure I'll be able to watch stream the NFL games on Saturday. Yeah. Nice, Josh, with the national NFL.
But definitely.
So
Peter,
I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream the NFL games on Saturday. I will on Sunday.
Will.
I'm not sure on Saturday because my siblings are going over. I'm going to celebrate some stuff.
Oh, no, you're good, man. Oh, by the way, did you hear about the Brooklyn Nets trade for James Harden?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't really know what to think about it. I think they don't know their identity yet.
I think this is a good move, honestly. I don't care what people say.
I think it's a boost of offense for them,
This is
but
a really
I still
big
don't
ad.
think they have their identity yet.
We're
They're
going back to the
showing
game right now.
how good JT Miller has been for the Vancouver Canucks and how much they miss him. Him and Jordy Ben out with, I believe, COVID. They'll be back soon. Moving on, Besser off his backhander takes a hit, and the Oilers move out. But the Canucks are able to take that back. Myers a stretch pass. I think a goal by Tyler Myers would be really nice for his confidence. Myers flicks this one to center at 4:17 left in the second period. Here comes Virtanen off the left circle. Virtanen tries to shoot it in front for Koskinen, never able to have a real chance on net. And then this goes back for Pettersson to hold over for Myers from the right circle. Gets it on to Besser. Trying to have a circulation like a power play, but they're all controlled in the right circle. I never liked this. There'll be three guys on the right side, almost like the Bruins when Savard was kind of just their only guy offensively. Pass in front never went through. Virtanen a shot and a save by Mikko Koskinen. I was going to say this before we came back, but let's say it now. Tommy, how good do you think Mikko Koskinen has been?
How good is Mikko? He's doing pretty well so far. I mean, I don't see any issues he's having so far. It's a new season, and I like this goalie situation where it's going so far.
I mean, I think they need a little bit more goalie depth, but Mikko has been good.
Definitely, I agree.
He signed that big contract a few years ago, and that was a stoppable puck at Bo Horvat on the Bo Horvat goal. But it was almost like the goal he scored to win Game 2 in overtime against Binnington, and he scored a goal like that, I believe, against Fleury and Lehner. So maybe it's not even a stoppable puck. It's just that Horvat's got a really nice shot. Here's Tyler Mott, who's great on the forecheck. Here's Gaudette, try to pass this in front. Pearson still had two whacks at it. Never able to get a real chance on net. And they've got that rookie on again. Travis Hamonic, former Flame, former New York Islander out there for Vancouver. Puck is offside. So Friday is going to be the second of the 8 games. The second game in Philadelphia between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. I will not be streaming that, but I'll probably watch it. Well, actually, you know, it depends on the schedule, what I'll be streaming on Friday. I believe Friday none of my teams are playing, and if none of them are playing, then I'll just probably casually watch that game. Puck launched into the zone. Probably because we also have to talk about the game on the radio station as this puck is shot by Jason and deflected out of play with 3 minutes to go in the game. To go in the second period, excuse me. So they show on the screen combined points of players in a season opener, and I'm hoping that a Horvat and Pettersson or Horvat and Miller can kind of start to bring those points up as well for Vancouver. I apologize, my yawn. Canucks shoot this in. Here's Pearson to get it before, and excuse me before when I said Pearson had 2 whacks at it, it was McEachran. Turning this over for Horvat. Tries to pass in front. Oh, the shot. A save. Score! The Canucks score. Is that Yolobi? No.
It is number 36.
That's Hoglander, I believe. Yeah, Hoglander. Niels Hoglander with his first National Hockey League goal. And it's a Swedish connection from Edler to Niels Hoglander, the guy that's the most tenured Canuck, to the guy playing his first game in the National Hockey League. What a night for Niels. And the Canucks take a 2-1 lead late in the period. The trend continues, Thomas, for Vancouver. Vancouver up 2-1, Niels Hoglander. Puck finds its way to Koskinen, and they'll freeze the puck there. So since we weren't able to discuss it, Tommy, what do you think about that Niels Hoglander goal?
Oh, that was a burial goal right there. And as you said, first in the league, and boom.
Yeah, and I love the pass too. And for Niels, that's it. Yeah, first goal in the league. Hopefully some many more. He's played a really nice game in this game, Niels has. So he finally gets the goal. I apologize. I'm still learning some of these new players that have come as free agents or rookies that I got his name, that we were really struggling to find his name. I apologize for that, Niels, but congratulations, you got a goal in the National Hockey League. That's put your team up 2-1. The Canucks would like more, and they got a partial breakaway in front. Horvat airmailed this. Tried to pass to the point. Cashin did a good job there. Here's Connor McDavid in the break. Connor McDavid shoots. What a save by Hopi! Braden Hopi with the huge save. And oh no, is this a penalty shot?
A penalty shot. Ooh.
Is this a penalty shot? It's a penalty. I'm not sure if it's a penalty shot. Let's see. Because this comes along. No. Oh, you know what happened here?
I don't think it's a penalty shot.
No, there's not a penalty shot, but there's a penalty called on, I want to say, yeah, it's not a penalty shot, but it'll be a penalty against the former Islander, Travis Hamonic. Draisaitl Beagle, power play the third for Edmonton. They've not scored a goal on their power play yet. And they're going to redo this face-off. Leon Draisaitl is going to take the face-off. To his left is Nugent Hopkins. To the middle, Connor McDavid, taken by the former Colorado Avalanche player, TJ Brody. Or not TJ Brody, excuse me. Shot blanked on a long. I'm really bad with these names today. Hopefully,
you're good, man.
when the National Hockey League comes
along
along some more games, it'll come for more games. Oh, that's awesome, Josh. Josh just said, I love how I see a big Canucks goal or a save because he's ahead because national television. And I'm just waiting for you to react to it. That's going to be fun tomorrow if I can get the TV that I want and we can be able to, and I'll be ahead of you for the Devils Bruins game. Spun on around for Brody. If And back over for Connor McDavid. McDavid twirls in front. Nugent Hopkins. Back for McDavid. McDavid in front. Chase on the pass. Over for the right circle. And that's spun wide. 53 seconds left in the second period. Canucks 2. Oilers 1. They control off the right circle. Back to the left circle on for, I think it's Nugent. Yeah, Nugent Hopkins. Back on a cross. Turned a shot. Holtby is down. I don't know if he made the save there. Didn't yet. Nugent Hopkins gets it across in the right circle. They do not shoot. More time in the power play than in the period, so it will extend to period 3 if the Oilers don't score or commit a penalty. Here's a chance on back for Connor McDavid. We've got 20 seconds in the second period, 26 in the power play. Oilers are just going to keep in the zone if the Canucks can't get it out. I believe that was blocked. Oilers keep it in front. Can the Canucks clear? They cannot. Kept on the blue line. 5 seconds left in the second. Passed on the right wall. Turned on cross for Chase on Kenny. The puck will spin to center, and the Canucks clear. 8 seconds remain in the man advantage, and none in the second period. We are headed to the end of we are headed to intermission, the second intermission. The Oilers tied it, but late in the second, Nils Höglander with his with a Yamamoto goal. Nils Höglander with his first goal in the National Hockey League gives Vancouver the lead in the second period. 40 minutes in the books, 20 minutes to go between the Canucks and the Oilers. The Colorado game is back. That game, you know what? I actually may watch the end of I'll probably watch that game before I go to sleep. I don't know if I don't think I'll do the videos yet. I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Okay.
But they're showing some of the Nils Höglander. So right now we got the second intermission. What is your take away from it in an Edmonton point of view, Thomas?
In an Edmonton point of view, for the first half, I'm going to say
second period.
They seem to be in the game, but towards
the
second
whole
half,
period. No, the whole period.
Well, the whole period, everybody stepped up, and they played really good. And then they got the first goal, as you saw, and they were a little slacking earlier, but then they were on and off until the Canucks got their second goal. But there's some improvement that I've seen, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done if the Oilers want to get this win.
The Canucks kind of got back into their own end, and you know what? There were a few chances that Edmonton – I mean – there were some chances where they were a little bit flabbergasted on their own, but there were also a bunch of chances that Holtby was impressive on, where Edmonton is up 5-1 in this game if Braden Holtby doesn't make some of his saves. Although Mikko Koskinen was absolutely really good in this game as well, and they kind of just geared up. And you know what does excite me is that at the end of periods, the Canucks have really, really been solid. And if the Canucks if the Canucks can be top 4 in this division, get to the playoffs, and they continue finishing periods well, that's what you need, especially if you're down a goal in a playoff series.
Exactly.
In a game 6, a game 7, if you're down a goal, but you're playing the best 5 minutes of your life, that's the type of play you want to make.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Josh just took a break. He'll be back obviously because we're still in intermission, and we'll get ready to call the end of. We'll get ready for the end of intermission, and we'll get ready to call the start of the third period of the game. So, what does Edmonton need to do to find a way to tie this game and win it either in regulation, overtime, or a shootout?
Well, for the Edmonton Oilers, if they want to win, whether it be regardless of where they finish, or it be regulation or intermission, we got to see some more goal depth, including some from Connor McDavid, including particularly Connor McDavid, and defense improving more. What
do you think about their role players? Guys like Alexander Chason, guys like Yamamoto who scored. Do you think their role players need to step up more, or do you think they've been better than the top guys?
I'm going to go with role players.
You think they've been better than the top guys, or you think they need to improve?
A little bit. I think they need to improve better.
I
They
think
did score goals,
the
they have
role
to
play. I
improve,
mean, you don't
regardless.
have to agree with me. I don't want you to agree with me, but I think the role players actually have been surprisingly scary in this game. And you know what? I don't think I think it's 2-0 Canucks if Myers doesn't go down that early. But then here's the pass to Hoglander. And you know what? That's a great pass from his fellow countryman, Alexander Edler. I haven't seen Alexander Edler pass a puck like that in years.
Yeah.
For the Canucks, what?
I'm sorry?
What'd you say?
I'm just going to go step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So you can do the third period, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do most of the third period.
Well, no, you do the whole third period, but you can take a break now if you want.
Yeah, I'll be back.
So, guys, who I think the Canucks need to win this game. Well, I'll wait till some of our guys are back. Josh's and Tommy's. And to see this. Wow, I didn't see that puck actually deflected off player. And the Canucks have been good, but this is by far not their best game. And I think if Vancouver wins this game, if they come back tomorrow night early in Edmonton time too, and not in Vancouver time, Edmonton time, because it'll be an hour early for Vancouver now and right on time for Edmonton. If they can come back and win tomorrow against the Oilers, that'll be a miracle. And I think if you see that, it'll be a special year in Vancouver, just because Edmonton. I picked Edmonton to miss the playoffs. I mean, I still think they could, but wow, the Oilers have surprised me that they've been a bit more physical than I thought. And we saw how Toronto played in that game, how they were able to win. We saw how Montreal played. We're going to have to see, and obviously this game, we're going to have to see how Winnipeg plays, how Calgary plays, and how the Senators play in this division.
Look for him now to step it up and continue to run with this crease.
Now to the easiest conversation anytime the Oilers are playing. Elliot, tell me when to stop. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many points should McDavid have already tonight?
I think he should have an extra opportunity for one more, Jeff. And, I've said this before. I'll say it again. This should be a penalty shot every time. We're trying to sell entertainment. We're trying to sell offense.
Oh, wow. The play that I thought was a penalty shot on Connor McDavid was Elliot Friedman, one of the great broadcasters, well, not broadcasters, but journalists and people around hockey, believe that should have been a penalty shot against the Canucks. And that would have been scary. At that point, I forget what happened at that game. I think it would have put the Oilers up 2-1.
I think we're trying to sell entertainment and offense here.
Let's hear from the defenseman, Kevin.
Well, for me, this is forget about McDavid, forget about Vancouver, Edmonton. I think this should be a penalty shot because he's earned the right with his speed to have a one-on-one chance with goalie. Hamonic throws the slash in there, so like Elliot says, he doesn't get this shot.
So I want to look at this play again.
So, giving them a 2-minute power play is that.
I don't know now. They're all saying penalty shot. They're saying, Travis Hamonic, threw a stick. Travis didn't even throw a stick. He was behind him the whole time. Was he on a breakaway? Sure, but first of all, the stick wasn't even on his hands. You could make a case that wasn't a power penalty at all, except the Oilers got the power play and they couldn't score. So I don't know.
It's not a sufficient foul to be a penalty shot.
The judge, jury, and executioner.
So Burke says no penalty shot. I thought it was a penalty shot at first. Now looking at it, I agree. Probably wasn't a penalty shot. I'm not specifically sure that should have been a penalty at all. It wasn't even hitting his it wasn't even in between him. But yeah, definitely not a penalty shot. Refs made the right call. I was showing how defensively how the Canucks have been playing. They've been going around players. And funny thing is that the Canucks, and it is true, the Canucks have given up passes today, clean passes, some really good, nice passes, but they haven't given up some super shots. And obviously, you remember this team that did not advance past the second round, but still was I believe, unless Tampa Bay passed them because they went to the Cup final, the top shot blocking team in the National Hockey League in the playoffs.
Brian Burke says, "What are you smoking? What do you think?"
I finally agree with Berkey tonight, and I just want to say, if it was Conor McGregor, I think there was a player bias in this, and if it wasn't McDavid, it wouldn't be a problem.
Very good. So we've settled nothing. Congratulations on a very successful intermission.
I really thought it was a penalty shot.
Really interesting highlights from a really good game with really good teams.
So Blues Avalanche are going to show some highlights. I believe that game is in the second period. When this game is over, I'm not going to stream it, but I will watch. I will casually watch. I really don't care who wins that game. Both teams are contenders, and both teams I don't really like at all, and have had big rivalries with Vancouver, and with Colorado has had big rivalries with Detroit, of course, and also the Devils. So.
Bizarre. And it's an own goal. Oh my goodness. I mean, he shot it in. And the silence to the crowd. Look at that. I love it.
We're just waiting to get back to see when this third period starts here in Edmonton, with the Vancouver Canucks leading 2-1 on the goal by Hoglander. And yeah, the Canucks are a high-scoring team, but Edmonton has the real top-line offense for the high scoring. So even though both teams can win shootouts, and I don't mean like an NHL shootout, but like, fireworks, I guess you'd say, if you're going to have a tight checking, low-scoring game, advantage Canucks. So soon we'll be back. I just want to, I know it happened 17 minutes ago, and I don't know if he's here or whatever, but I want to just say thank you to Joe Metzenroth for subscribing to my channel. It's not this channel, but it's to the Puck Drops here, and it's where the main stuff will be, and where all of the content will be in a week from today. Well, not necessarily. Actually, the next Wednesday stream that I do, I will not be streaming on this. I will be streaming on this channel, but that's because the Puck Drops here comes back at like 9:30 at night, and I probably won't be. Even though I could go to the Puck Drops here, Peter Fife, it will still be where I'm streaming on Wednesday. So the Thursday after, the 21st, that'll start and should hopefully just be the end, just at the Puck Drops here.
Appreciate it a lot. Keeping everyone safe. So you guys are heroes. So a big thank you.
Those are the real heroes, right? The people that go out and try to save lives every day. There's so much appreciation from all of us. Thank you so much for all your hard work.
Two of the best in the West, that's an easy division to remember. This is a questionable hit. Sandy Blais on Devin Taves. Berkey, what do you think?
I think everyone in player safety is falling off after this hit. The principal point of contact is the head. Sandy Blais is not that kind of player, but there's no other body contact to justify this hit. They're going to look at that.
Yeah, he got 2 minutes for elbowing. That's Andre Burakovsky making 1-0 Avs. Blues on the counterattack. Jaden Schwartz to Oscar Sundquist. Evens the score at 1, and later in the period. Oops. Sharing is caring. Back, so Jordan Kyrou. So the Blues, they're up 2-1 right now in the second period.
So that game's still in the second period, St. Louis and Colorado, guys, if anyone's wondering.
One of the fastest in the NHL. Carolyn Cameron, you have a busy Thursday hosting Hockey Central. That kicks off tomorrow alongside Jennifer Botterill and Colby Armstrong. Looking forward to that. Then it is the Caps and the Sabres. A little bit later on, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, the Flames and the Winnipeg Jets. And then at 9 Eastern, it is the Edmonton Oilers. And don't forget, Kraft Hockeyville as well. Last March, Twillingate, Newfoundland and Labrador were crowned Kraft Hockeyville 2020. The search for this year's champion has begun, and your community could host an NHL game and receive $250,000 in arena upgrades. For more information, please visit crafthockeyville.ca.
All right, so they're going to go to commercial now, and then they're going to go to the third period in Edmonton. The Canucks trying to wrap this up and go 1-0 on this brand new season, up 2-1 over Edmonton. It's just about 30 seconds away from becoming midnight on the East Coast and becoming Thursday, January 14th.
It's an own goal. Oh my goodness. I mean, he shot it in. And the silence to the crowd. Look at that. I love it.
I know it's now 9 o'clock, just 9 at night for Josh. You're here watching the Edmonton-Vancouver game, but for anyone else on the East Coast watching this, happy Thursday and good morning, because it is now the morning on Thursday, January 14th. And I know this isn't really terribly relevant, but it's just now. It's actually, we're a month away from Valentine's Day, if anybody really is into that. I'm not, but there are people who are.
Every hockey fan shouting. It all begins with NHL Now, setting up the day with news and buzz.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Followed by live look-ins and breakdowns on NHL Tonight.
The big picture perspective.
Then on the fly wraps up the night with all the highlights and news.
Every game and every point matters.
The championship team is here all season long on NHL Network.
Tom, are you here?
Yeah, I'm back, Peter.
You here?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome.
Yep, I'm here.
Just want to wish you, as you said to everybody else, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's officially midnight.
Good morning to
It's
you.
officially Thursday the 14th. It's 9:01 on the West Coast for guys like Josh, but for us, it is now.
There was a place nearby you could get
It is now Thursday.
for these. Good thing they're sold literally everywhere business is done.
It is now Thursday. So I know you gave your keys. I'll give my keys now since Josh is back. We're just saying that's 9:01 right now for you, but it's officially now Thursday. But I'll give my keys for Vancouver to win. Vancouver has to really gather a forecheck and keep this puck in the Edmonton end and really move it and motor it and just dictate the pace. Also, if the Vancouver Canucks are going to have a goal in this period, like let's say Edmonton scores a goal, you know what would be nice? A multi-goal game in a multi-goal period.
Definitely.
Especially if Vancouver is to lose this game, not to lose this game, especially if Vancouver is to have this game tied again. I'd love for then Vancouver, if they are to let's say Vancouver gets tied 2-2, then they go up 3-2 again, 3-2 for another lead change. I would like to, or not lead change, lead up for Vancouver. I would then like to see another goal with the goalie. So they were trying to say also, I'll ask you, Josh, also, you know what? Never mind. That penalty shot thing is over. And the face-off, we're underway in the third period, 20 minutes away from the end of the game, if that's where it is. Former Canuck, here's Zach Cashin. Pass in front, circle, score.
What a way to start the period here.
And that is not at all how the Oilers wanted that to go. And Tommy, how did that happen? Tommy, how did that happen?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, boom. You just start the period and then boom. What a way to respond. And I like where this team's going right now.
That was just a good pass. And again, now the Canucks have
I'm going to see the goal again
on
here.
a tie game. That was, 11 seconds in? That was quick.
Wow.
And that's a Cashin pass, and then he holds, and fires this puck.
Scored by,
I believe, Darnell Nurse. Yep, Darnell Nurse. We said he had to be big. He's big. It's 2-2. Oilers have not led in this game, but they have tied it twice. So they find this in a tie game. Still tied off the boards. Still controlling. In his Horvat, try to pass it in front. Holds on. Edler shoots. Deflected wide. From the left boards again. They try to pass this in front. The Oilers dangle it from the boards. It gone to center. Yeah, and that was a good shot. He let it go. He held it before he let it go, too, Darnell Nurse did. Try to pass this one across. Almost is blocked away. Oilers will go. They have numbers behind. That's what Draisaitl did to step back. Can the Canucks get it out? They will. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson holds to the right circle. A shot en route, and that deflected wide. On from the bank. Here's Hughes. A shot deflected wide again. There's another chopper from the right circle out of play, and the Canucks are just shooting these pucks hard. Oh, Colorado Avalanche on a power play down by a goal. Nice to know. How much time? It doesn't matter. That hits the crossbar, I think, by Pettersson. Let's watch again. But Pettersson, he makes this pass to Virtanen, and Virtanen goes up. It just hits the top of the post. Just hits the top of the post right by where Koskinen was. Might have went in, might have not. Back at the circle. Canucks trying to jar this loose. Oh, he fanned on the chance for the puck and then shoots this around. On for Gaudette. Gaudette falls down. And McEwen is there as well. McEachran. Oilers move it on along. And the Canucks are going to take it away. They're starting to dominate a little bit. Here's that pass for Roussel. Back in front, too far for Gaudette. And back across, Gaudette shot. Score! 3-2 Vancouver. And again, the Canucks take a lead. So this is where you got to get another goal. Gaudette. Canucks up by 1.
Welcome to hockey.
What? What'd you say? Yeah, this is a back and forth game, Tommy. This is a fun one. So, I mean, what do you think about that Edmonton turnover? And, oh, no, you know what? Not even a turnover. Just a great pass, man.
It was a great pass right there.
Why do you think Turris doesn't staple onto Gaudette and try to defend him then? Because Kyle Turris wasn't playing defense. Why do you think he wasn't trying to get in there and try to take the puck away from him?
I think he meant to do some sort of trick, and unfortunately didn't work out for him.
Oh, well, it didn't work out for the Oilers because they are trailing again in this game. And this will be pushed in. And that's what we want to see. Yeah, definitely. And McDavid will just push this back along and it get rifled off the boards again. Suter and Bank down along behind where Holtby is. Edler takes a big hit. Over for Horvat. And skis this one in along. Ennis takes a hit. Ennis makes a hit, excuse me. And then there's Horvat with a big hit. Trying to wrap this one around. Trying to take off to the point. Edler a shot. That deflected wide. Passed over for Pearson as well off the left circle. Pearson kept on for Gaudette. Gaudette back along off the right circle. Trying to pass this one in front as well and deflected out. Oh, 4-on-4 Blues power play. Oh, you're talking about the Blues game. Oh, okay. I was confused. I kept thinking I was not live in this game. I was like, where's this 4-on-4? Pettersson against Draisaitl on the draw. One back around over for Virtanen, and then Hughes tries to chop this in. Again, not the best game for these Canucks, but they're showing some promise. A second goal on goalie would be nice for the Canucks to get some insurance here. Here's Hughes. Hughes steps up and wires that puck in. Over for Besser off the left circle. Besser turns on along. Back for Pettersson, who takes a hit. Backhanded in along. Oilers trying to get to center. Wide open score! Besser! 4-2 Canucks. Tommy, do you know why this play happened?
I'm sorry, Pete.
Do you know why this play happened?
I'm going to see it right here.
Too many Oilers cheating at center. They tried to get the puck and go, and they turned the puck over here, and it's a great pass by Quinn Hughes.
Unfortunate move right
and
there.
Mott makes a good play as well. And wide open, Brock Besser, the guy who went to North Dakota University. That's who tried to stuff that puck to center. I think Draisaitl. And what a shot by Brock Besser. What a shot by Brock, man. Oilers have to show up defensively, Tommy.
Definitely.
They've had some issues defending. You know, the Oilers have caught the Canucks off guard, but the Canucks have been really consistent in defending with sticks. The Oilers have not. That was an egregious turnover by Edmonton. So the Canucks have the 2-goal lead. Still, the Oilers could come back and easily win this, but the 2-goal lead, I told you, that's the cushion that you want. Now Vancouver just has to go after Edmonton and really just be so aggressive that the Oilers don't even want to come back here. Here's McEachran to try to play this around. Nurse back from the corner. Backhands over for Roussel. And then here's Bear. Remember, Vancouver and Edmonton were in this building to start last year before with a sold-out crowd before, of course, COVID hit. And Edmonton had a pretty big, I want to say 4-2, 5-2 win. And Gaudette in back around who backhands this through as well. Cuckoo gets hit. And a hand pass is the call with 14:58 to go in the third. So Pettersson passes this puck right to the point, right? So who comes in to try to stash this to the middle? Draisaitl. Yep, it's Leon Draisaitl. He misses the puck. He wants to make an odd man rush for Edmonton. And then the wide open pass. Two of these chances, Tommy, of these goals that have been scored, the 4 goals in Vancouver, the Canucks have been wide open in front of the goalie. Just bad defending for Edmonton.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
I agree with you right there.
On the breaks. Pass in front. Shot. Oh, that went wide. Canucks to center. Pass that one back for Pearson shoots this wide. Stuffed in front, and Koskinen could not get the pad in. Imagine a third straight goal for Vancouver. Back on for Oliulevy, shoots. Oh, that would have been his first career NHL goal. Here's Bo Horvat in behind. Horvat back. Waits, they try to stab it in front. And it's Barry who was there. Tyson Barry, the defenseman. I called Brody the last time. And here comes Virtanen. Virtanen steps the brakes, looks for a pass. Pettersson is in behind the net. They go in front of a one-timer. It's stifled off the sticks. Good playing by Pettersson to play defense, but the Oilers will get to center, and the Canucks will make a change as they will deliver and retain the puck. Pettersson in behind. What good puck movement by Elias Pettersson. The Swedish-born center, Pettersson, moves in by one and flips the puck to the glove of Mikko Koskinen, where the Finn will hold on. And they're going to commercial now. That's going to stop play. The Canucks score 2 goals after giving up the goal by, forget who, but after giving up the goal, they score 2 by Nurse. They score 2 straight, 4-2. You know, this is the first time, Tommy, that a team has gone up in this game by more than 1 goal.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, it was 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, then 2-2. But after 3-2, it's 4-2.
Yeah, that's a very good start. That's very impressive, you know. As you said right there, one period it was just 1-0, and then the second period it was just 1-1.
And then late in the second period, it was 2-1 by the rookie. But then early in the third, Darnell Nurse goal, and now the 2 goals by the Canucks have given Vancouver a 4-2 lead. Wow! Josh just gave us some breaking news from Denver. David Perron went on a break to give the Blues a 3-1 lead and hit the crossbar.
Wow.
So it stays 2-1 Blues. And you know what?
Yeah, speaking of Denver, the Denver Broncos got a new general manager today.
Oh,
George
wow.
Payton.
I was going to – wait, they fired Elway?
No. John Elway, he's still in the organization, but he decided to reassign himself as just the president of football operations.
It was a 3-on-1 – who's the general manager?
They just hired him today. George Payton, who was an assistant for the Minnesota Vikings.
Never heard of him. It was a 3-on-1 for the Blues. I was going to say I was going to stream for the Blues game, but you know what? I'm not going to stream. I'll just watch it in here after the game. After this game's over. The Blues had a 3-on-1, and Perron hit the crossbar, so we stay 2-1 in Denver. The Avalanche down by a goal. Remember, I was one of the few people that picked the Blues to win this game. Nurse backhands this one in behind. And over for Cashin. He had that big assist in the Nurse goal. Oilers trying to go within 1. Here's Cashin. Zach Cashin. From Nurse on to Bear. On the left side, Connor McDavid's in the middle. Canucks flow to center. Moving in is Hughes. Hughes tried to pass to Pearson, and the former Stanley Cup winner from 2014 cannot stash the puck through. Connor McDavid shoots in. Here is Holtby to spin it across. Virtanen backed on for Edler. Edler moves this along, and it's backhanded over to center. Flown to Virtanen as well. And a big hit. Virtanen goes down. Besser goes down. Puck found there is Dominic Cahoon. Over for Draisaitl. There's Cahoon, a shot and a save by Holtby. Pass off the side and over Cahoon's stick. It goes to center. 12:10 to go in the third. Second period's over in Colorado. It's 2-1 Blues.
Okay.
Off the right wall, it's Draisaitl. Backhand pass in front. Pass to the slot, and that one went wide. Here's Draisaitl looking for room. Shoots to the circles. Off of his one knees, and it goes over. Over for Larson, a shot. Score.
We get a close game here in Edmonton.
Larson, it's 4-3.
And it is now scored by number 6.
Adam Larson, former New Jersey Devil.
Oh, Adam Larson. That was the guy who guys traded earlier.
So Larson lets this rip, and there's a lot of questions defensively. The Canucks have to break because the Canucks should be blocking this shot. They got to work on stuff in practice. Well, you know what? They should work on that, but to his credit, Adam Larson shoots this puck high. He goes really high, and that's not – Braden Holtby's not going to stop this puck. No, there's not a tremendous amount of traffic in front of him, but it's a high laser beam. So it's 4-3. And that was one of the reasons.
This is a really close game here, Peter.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you wanted to get insurance goals if you were Vancouver, so you're not tied.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And we have 11:20 left in the third.
11:20 left in the
Vancouver trying to keep it.
Plenty of time.
While
The
Edmonton
Canucks
trying to come back.
are up by 1. Dominic Cahoon, former Blackhawk, with the assist. And it'll be taken out by Jones. Jones also had an assist on the play. 11 minutes to go in the third period. There's your stretch pass. Backhands it over to center. Oilers will go. Draisaitl turns. Draisaitl holds it. Stifled away. Canucks have to get the sticks on the puck and get this out. They don't want these bad middle of periods. Draisaitl off the right circle. Draisaitl back over off of Nurse's stick in the center. You know, when I ran cross country and track in high school, I always had issues of running really fast and really hard and really well in the first. That's a shot rifled wide of the beginning of the run and at the end of the run, and but not doing too hot and consistent in the middle. That's kind of what the Canucks have been like in these periods. Here's Horvat stifled off of the puck. What?
Oh, Style Young. Keep going.
Here. Oh, no. If you want to say something, that's fine. Backhands off of the line, off of where Ulovi was. And passed on the line. It was Myers getting it across. Pearson a shot. Saved by Koskinen with 10 minutes to go, halfway in the third period. So this was the Horvat play. Like, this would have made it 5-3 here. And that's a great play because Horvat's been doing that. He did that in the playoffs. He's doing that all his career. And that's a great play by Ethan Bear. As I said earlier in this game, I'll say it again another time. But he's a really star young defenseman, and his stick is really active. When it goes in there, that's smart for him. Off of the circle, piled in off the wall. Taken away by Hughes. Back from the boards. Oilers, Nate Archibald almost had a great chance there. Off of the glove of an Edmonton player. Vancouver breaks out the center, and now they shoot in. Might be changing, I believe the Canucks are. Beagle works in off of his forecheck. Canucks need to keep possession of the puck as much as possible. Time runs out. Well, they don't even need time run out. They just got to get to those last 4 or 5 minutes because they're dominant then.
Well,
if they just are not good in this middle of the period. Yeah, there's still a lot of time. Tyler Myers, pass on front. Edler shot. Oh, I would have loved if Alexander Edler could have scored a goal there.
This is a good game we're seeing here.
Yes, it is back and forth. Edmonton still turning it there. Big hit by Cashin on Edler, former teammates in Vancouver. David, and they keep in Cashin off the right wall. Canucks will move to center. Pettersson flicks this in, and chasing it is Pearson holding up on Nurse. McDavid, and it turned around for Hughes. Quinn Hughes, and here's Tanner Pearson. Pass that across the center. Here's Bo Horvat, the captain with it. Pass to Pearson, a shot. And that rifled wide. Nugent Hopkins with the puck. He's got McDavid on the right side. McDavid guarded heavily by Pettersson. Hughes. How did I miss those numbers? Pass in front. A jumping play. Holtby down. And the puck goes to the wall. Here's McDavid. And it placed to the wall all the way down in the Oiler end of the ice. And the Canucks will move it still in their end. Less than 8 minutes to go in the third period. Vancouver 4, Edmonton 3. Canucks trying to tie it again. It would be for the fourth time. Canucks dump in. For Vancouver, you wouldn't want a a version of what happened between Montreal and Toronto, where they were down by multiple goals and kept fighting back and then won in overtime after great chances in overtime by both teams. What do you think about Edmonton's play as this third period's gone on, Tommy?
I think Edmonton's play so far throughout the third period has really improved, as we saw.
Shot Larson! Off the boards. Draisaitl in front and a save by Holtby. Continue, because you were saying something.
Yeah, as we were seeing earlier, both goals, that's a signal. That signals that the Edmonton Oilers are really back in the game, and they're coming back and they're looking to tie this game to get their first win of the season.
This is a prime game here right now. 7:14 to go in the third period. Vancouver 4, Edmonton 3.
Mr. Blank, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's going to make me want to go, check.
No, the Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes you want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom.
Geico, great service without all the drama.
We'll be back in a little bit once this game comes back to see when the Canucks come back and this game, the game comes back necessarily for Vancouver and Edmonton. It's getting later though. And we've actually seen how this game has gone later on. As Tommy, the Canucks have been better as this game in latent periods.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Game is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, parts that make the difference. Players as players depth on your line to have to step up. 10 seconds into this third period, scores the goal to get things going. Got depth with the ripper from the hash marks, the third line center. Gets on the board, big goal for him and his team, and then Adam Larson, you just saw that blast from the point, goes through the screen, beats Holtby. It's a one-goal game once again. There's a lot of different people are getting involved in this one.
All right, and we're back on game.
We're back
7
here
minutes remaining.
in Edmonton, and the Canucks are going to try to stifle this puck to center and throw it down there. Less than 7 minutes to go. Hughes and Nurse have had heavy ice time. 22-27 for Hughes, for Nurse, and 20-25 for Quinn Hughes on the ice, meaning, Tommy, they've got a lot of time on the ice for the two defensemen. A slap shot by, I believe, was that Myers?
I believe
no,
so.
that was the Swedish rookie who shot this puck, and Mikko Koskinen, Tommy, another save to keep Edmonton down only one. And this shot deflects right to Koskinen. It's an Edler shot. And Nils Hoglander deflects this down from the glove. Pettersson beats McDavid on the faceoff. Hughes shoots wide. Over for Besser on it. Tries to go to the left wall, but it poked out of play off of a backhander with 6:32 to go in the third period and regulation. Connor McDavid, 24 years old today. His first game of the 2021 season, as is everybody's in this game. No goals, no points for him. I don't believe a plus or a minus for him, so he's really had no impact on this game, positive or negative. Well, technically he has, because we saw some chances he had, but he just hasn't converted really anything of that. But no negative. Here's a chance for Besser in front, a shot! Score! Brock Besser's second of the game! 5-3 Canucks. And the Canucks jump up by 2. Hey, Ben Scott. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Peterson with a key pass off the boards over to Besser, and that's just a beautiful shot. Back on a cross, and the Oilers try to move this puck off the wall, and it's stifled on away from the boards as well, and moving it is Myers. And Myers can control it, but now taken away by Edmonton. 4 and they're going back to commercial. Ben Scott, do you have Brock Besser in your fantasy hockey league? No. There's this guy named Ben Scott on the YouTube saying, "Let's go easy fantasy points." So maybe he has him on a fantasy. So Canucks jump up by 2 again. Brock Besser has the goal, has his second goal of the night, and the Canucks are up by 2. What's it, 5 and change left in this game? So
we have about a little under 5 minutes left.
all right now. No, what I got? You got Peterson, Horvat, Pearson, and Holtby. I don't know if Pearson had any points tonight, but Horvat had a goal. And Braden Holtby, we'll see if he gets the win. We're talking fantasy hockey here, Tommy.
Okay.
I don't know if you play fantasy hockey. Do you play fantasy football?
I did last year.
Okay.
Not too much this year, though.
So, yeah, Besser with 2 goals today. And also, so here we go. 5-3 in favor of Vancouver.
Yeah, but
the game-winning goal. The go-ahead goal is the 4-3 Besser goal right now, but he also has a goal 5-3. What'd you say, Tommy?
We have a little bit of 5 minutes left of the game.
5:18 to go in the third period. Vancouver 5, Edmonton 3. Oilers bring it up center and shoot in. It's Nurse. Edler. Here is a pass in front for Jesse Puljujarvi, turning away from the puck. And here is a backhander, deflected wide. Over for Peterson. For Peterson. Peterson turned in front, over for Edler. And back on a cross off the point. Held off the right circle. Tried to pass this in front. Held again. Shot. Save. Rebound. And Höglander will pitch this to the glass. And this might be a penalty against the Canucks. I'm not sure, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy, the Oilers are going on the power play. Alexander Edler to the box. Tommy, Oilers have to score on this power play.
They do, because if they don't, then the game's over.
Well, with about 4:40, 4:30 and change. Let's see. 4:15. If they don't score on the power play and they don't commit a penalty, there would be 2:15 left in the game, and then you would be thinking about when Koskinen would leave the net. So it should be, yes, Josh. That's exactly what we're talking about. Power play coming. I don't think Edmonton will empty their goal on the power play. The Oilers do really want to score on this power play, down by 2. Off the left circle, holding for some room, shot in front, Nugent Hopkins, rebound there. You just want to think of clearing the puck here if you're Vancouver. And they might go shorthanded here. Shorthanded is Mott. Mott steps on the brakes. Shoots in. Over for Koskinen. Koskinen goes to Tyson Barrie now. Tyson Barrie is the power play quarterback. Barrie, and then it's Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl to Connor McDavid. Looking for McDavid, who can't find the puck. Canucks clear. 1:19 in the power play. Oilers trail by 2. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins comes across center. Draisaitl in front. Draisaitl in behind. Myers with a big hit. Suter to try to take it out. He can't. Back for Connor McDavid. McDavid over for Barrie. Barrie to McDavid. 53 seconds left in the power play. Barrie. Turned on back for Barrie again. Connor McDavid holds. Shoots deflected wide, and a Canuck went down. Somebody got hit. I think Myers got hit a little in the hand. There's a shot in front, hoping the save. McDavid wants the one-timer. Barrie turned it over to the left wall. Back for Barrie. Over for Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid in front. Draisaitl back for Barrie. A shot deflected wide. Blocked. Over to the wall. Nugent-Hopkins. Passed in front for Connor McDavid. McDavid passed in front. Chase on. Puck still loose. Holtby is down there. And the Oilers have emptied their goal. Here's Draisaitl. Pass in front. The shot deflected wide. Puck loose. Holtby makes the save with 2:20 to go. 5 seconds on the power play on the 6-on-4. What do you think about that sequence, Tommy?
That's a very good moves right there.
And just
Edmonton has been
Tyler
really
Myers
on it with
got
the
hit
power
in
play
the
towards the
finger
end,
with
but
that puck.
with no goals, if they don't score right here, this game is likely over for them.
Yeah, I apologize. Tyler Myers got hit in the glove with that puck, with the finger with that puck. Hopefully he's okay because he's a massive presence on this ice. On the ice. They're going to keep the 6-on-4 out there. Why is it 6-on-4, not 6-on-5? Because their goalie is not on the ice. The net is empty on the other side. If Vancouver is to score a goal in the empty net, it would be a 3-goal lead. And here is Mott. Mott for the empty net, deflected away. 2:07 to go. Still an empty net, a big hit. Nurse got chopped down. Mott. Canucks try to take it away. They cannot. Less than 2 minutes to go in the period, in the third. Edmonton 3, or Vancouver 5, Edmonton 3. Mott battling with it. Here's Pearson, and they're going to stop play. A penalty against Jesse Puljujarvi. Tommy, the Canucks are going to go on a power play for the rest of regulation unless Vancouver makes a penalty. So now Edmonton trails by 2 and is killing a penalty for 2 minutes. There's less than 2 minutes in the game. They're killing a penalty for 2 minutes.
It's over from there because if Vancouver scores, it's all over. And Edmonton
and Vancouver's on the power play
going forward into next game.
And Vancouver's on the which is tomorrow against Vancouver.
Okay, then they can learn the mistakes going to tomorrow.
Yeah. 35 shots for the Canucks, 31 shots for Edmonton. And Edmonton was leading in shots pretty early on in this game. So a lot to learn by both teams. Pass to the middle, they'll put their second line out on the power play. Koskinen's in the net. If the Oilers can get it out and try to go on an odd man rush, then Koskinen probably leaves. He's not playing deep in his net, so he probably wants to. As a guy that usually does play deep in his net. Pettersson turned off the right circle. 1:25 to go. Glove down. Over for Hughes on the left circle. Hughes takes a huge hit by Connor McDavid. And Hughes finally gets up. What a check by Connor McDavid. And the Oilers turn in to center there. And that was a big check by the best player in the world. Final minute of play in the third period. Edmonton has not emptied their net. The Canucks are still in their own end. And they bank it off the boards. 50 seconds left in the third period. Canucks trying to go on their way to the first win of the year. They're up by 2 goals. Here's TJ Barry. Not TJ
And now
Brody.
the Oilers
Not
have
TJ Barry.
an empty net now.
Tyson Barry. Shot. Save. Oh, no, it went wide. Here's Connor McDavid. Turns by 1. McDavid, a shot, a wrister that went wide. Here's Myers. Tries to backhand this. The net is empty for Edmonton. 23 seconds left. Canucks try to get it out. They get it to center. And Barry. Oilers. Control in. Turning with it, it's McDavid. And Edmonton keeps on the wall back for Barry as well. Barry turns past Edler. Barry hits it there. Here's Pearson. Tries to take it out of play. He cannot.
And that's the game.
Back in through with 3 seconds to go. Turning one for a shot. That one hits the crossbar. And the game is over.
And Braden
Vancouver
Holtby gets
wins
his first win
5-3.
as a Vancouver Canuck.
Braden Holtby's first win as a Vancouver Canuck. And on Connor McDavid's birthday, not a good birthday for him. No points for Connor McDavid. And Connor McDavid hit the crossbar on that. It would have been a buzzer beat. It would have been a late goal that would have made it 5-4. Canucks still would have won, but it would have been nice for, it's your birthday. And that did not go into the net, so the game is over. Canucks 5, Oilers 3. What a win for Vancouver. Before we end the stream here, Tommy, what are your takeaways on the Edmonton side of things?
On the Edmonton side of things, it seemed like a very rough start for Edmonton today. They scored 3 goals. There was some scoring depth that they need to work more on. There's some defensive moves that they need to work harder on. And the goaltender situation is pretty good so far, but they have to keep going more deeper and stronger all season.
On the Vancouver side of things, Braden Holtby was really good, but there were some shots that, even though they were some pretty incredible shots, like the Larson shot, if you're not screened, I would like you to stop that puck. There's some things like that. Also, defensively, I know you want to block every shot, but defensively, you've got to stay healthy for the Canucks because these guys are really good, and the Canucks have to stay out of the penalty box. But that overall, nice win. I do not think the Canucks will win tomorrow. I think that'll be an Oiler win. I will not broadcast Tommy. I don't think you'll broadcast that tomorrow, right? Because you want to just watch the game.
No, I don't think we'll be doing
I will
that
broadcast
tomorrow.
that game, but not from the start because we'll still be in the Devils game and the Red Wings game. But we will broadcast that game later tomorrow. I don't think the Canucks will win because the Oilers will be hungry at home. You don't want to drop 2, but I can tell you this: if the Canucks win that game, it'll be a special year in BC. So Vancouver wins, everybody. Vancouver beats Edmonton 5-3. It was a great night for Canucks hockey, and have a great night, everybody, and happy hockey, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow to start at 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for you, Josh, and 7 p.m. Eastern for me for Devils in Boston, and we'll cover some of the Detroit-Carolina series and then end up with Edmonton and Vancouver as well. So see you tomorrow for kind of a triple header, although it'll be more like a double. Although it'll be more like a double header because I don't know how much Detroit, Carolina will be able to have. Absolutely, and I'd like to invite you the next time we get an Edmonton Vancouver game or a Devils Rangers game. I know there will be a lot of Devils Rangers games at the end of the year.
Definitely.
Okay. I might invite you for a Rangers game or an Oilers game if it's like national television, like that's the only game. If the only game of the night is like Rangers Penguins, I might do that as well.
Anything can happen. So
all right, so we'll see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for hopping on. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Happy hockey, everybody. Good night.
All right, Pete. I'm gonna head out.
All right.
Oh.